Well, welcome to the penultimate day of the AMD Presents SKYESPORTS GRANDSLAM Valorant Phase 1 gaming partner, Logitech gaming rig partner, Chroma and broadcasting partner, Loco. This is Edge. Alongside me, it's going to be Daffy here today, and we're going to be bringing you the action of the lower bracket grand finals. The winner is going to be heading to the grand finals there to face off Team Snakes and also secure a spot in that Phase 2, but the loser, well, they're gonna take a bit of the prize pool home, but yeah, it's gonna be a sad journey back home.
Well, so close and yet so far. I hope any of these teams don't feel that way. But sadly, one of the team will be not progressing, and one of those teams will be moving to the phase two. Isn't that Edge? And well, this is the Grand Slam phase one right now, and the teams today that will be facing each other out will be Truerippers versus Enigma Gaming, one of the top teams in South Asia now. And Truerippers is looking very deadly recent times. I'm really looking forward to this game.
I mean, yeah, a lot of people. I mean, we all missed the action live yesterday, but in the
Yeah,
offline, it did
sadly.
happen. Truerippers,
Mhm,
they took down Team Valor, right? It was a BO3. Team Valor,
mhm,
they picked Haven, right? And I mean, and
mm,
we all know Valor is really, really strong on the map of Haven. And then Truerippers, they felt it. They felt the dominance coming in, 13-10 in the favor of Valor. But then moving on to Fracture. Truerippers, well, they kind of gave them the same medicine, 13-10 in
mhm.
the favor of Truerippers this time. But then the final match, it was 14-12. It went into overtime. Imagine how close. Imagine what the
Goodness.
players of Valor were feeling. They gotta be disheartened, but yeah, it's gonna be Truerippers moving on
Mhm,
forward to the grand finals today. And yeah, I mean, Enigma, they had a break for a couple of days, right? So they must have,
yeah.
re-energized and re-strategized everything, and they are looking to come back stronger because they were sent down to the lower bracket by Team Snakes. So they
Mhm.
want to have their revenge, and they want to do that in the grand finals as well.
Well, that was definitely an unexpected turn of events. Team Snakes actually winning 2-0 to make that spot for themselves in the phase two and moving to the grand finals, where they'll be waiting for one of these teams. Enigma Gaming, obviously, they had a few days to prepare and a lot to talk about, hopefully, because that did not go well. The match that they faced against Team Snake, it did not go well for them, and I guess they are looking to prepare stronger. I hopefully they are preparing their composition as well, because nothing seemed to have worked that day for them. And well, they had a lot of time to prepare for both Team Valor and Truerippers, and both the teams surprisingly, the match was so close it could have gone either way. Team Valor. My money was on Team Valor. Actually, I predicted they'll win it easily, but True Reapers proving me wrong, and probably a lot of them. I think it was the map picks that they picked. It's
Oh.
half of the game is actually won with the veto itself. You can only pick three maps, and if you choose to ban the maps that your opponent is very strong on, you have greater odds. And it looks like True Reapers played on that odds, and they finally closed it out 14-12. It came down to all that, just two rounds that decides that you'll go further or not. And well, they did it. True Rippers will be moving forward and will be facing Enigma Gaming. Well, a great matchup. If we talk about the veto, what maps should we expect today, Edge?
I mean, talking about today's matchup, first things first, it all
Mm-hmm.
depends on if Pat is playing today, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, last time he was on the roster, but the first map, for the first match of that True Reapers did powered off, Paradox was not playing. Although Relic did step in, huge for their side, right? So I want to
Uh-huh.
see Paradox coming in, but at the same time, even if he doesn't, I mean, if he does, then it's gonna be, I think, in my opinion, Enigma is. I mean, obviously we all know it's a strong team, right? So if
Mm-hmm.
Paradox doesn't step in, it's gonna be a bit harder for the side of True Reapers to put their foot in the game. But if not, if Paradox is in the team right now, in the roster, in the playing roster that is, then I think Truerippers they might have a shot here. But if
Mm-hmm.
not, I think Enigma might take it 2-0.
So it all comes down to individual plays, maybe. So, well,
Obviously.
we'll see. Yeah, both the teams have big superstars in their team, as you mentioned, Paradox from True Rippers as well. But there are other players that are playing so impactful in their roles as well. Not to mention it's Bones, Relic that recently came
Ooh.
in this tournament, making such an impact. And we talk about Enigma, we know how raw fuel is, Excali, the big superstars for the team, and then we have Rexy, and we have Antidote, and we have Hikka also that has come into the roster, and they're surprisingly playing that 6-man roster, which is surprising to see, and they're swapping out between maps as well, which is good to see. But is it effective? And it didn't really work for them last match, but if they can really work that out, that is a really good way to go on about in this particular game, because there are different agent roles as well, and the different approaches to maps that a certain player can have and make an impact. And well, talking about the brackets here, it's all down to only 2 days of action left now. We have been through so much. It's been full packed action for 2 weeks, and now it's just 2 matches left. Today it's going to be the loser bracket finals, where the winner will be facing Team Snakes and will be securing themselves for the phase 2.
That is true. We started off with 8 teams. SKYESPORTS, T69, August 5, Enigma Gaming, Team Snakes, Team Valor, Truerippers, and God Particles.
Yes.
Now, it all comes down to the top 3 teams out of these 8. Team Snakes, Enigma Gaming, and Truerippers. Well, Team Snakes have already qualified and are in the grand finals. Enigma Gaming and Truerippers, one of these teams will be, advancing to that phase 2, where 2 teams are, actually 3 teams now, are already awaiting, right? Team Snakes, Global Esports, and Velocity Gaming. So, I mean, I think a lot of expectations are on, a lot of hopes are on the side of Enigma Gaming, but if Truerippers somehow manage to take him down, can I call it an upset? I want to call it an upset.
Well, if you count the odds of the fans that Enigma might have, well, you can call it that. But I predicted that. Not to brag about it, but yeah.
I mean, especially after the the recent performance in the official tournaments coming in from Enigma, taking out some giant, some big names. We all expect a lot coming in from them. So this is the matchup that we have for you, ladies and gentlemen. Today it's going to be Enigma Gaming taking on Truerippers for that final slot in that phase 2. And also, get themselves at least at the, what is it? $750, I believe. $750. So that is quite a bit.
That's a lot of money, but there's bigger things at stake here. It is all about that prestige in the South Asian region. So quickly, today's matchup, lower bracket finals, it is Team Enigma Gaming versus Truerippers. And if we look at a quick recap on what happened yesterday in the lower bracket round 3 series between Team Valor and Team Truerippers. Team Truerippers won with a score of 2-1. And the first map was Haven, where Valor took 13-10. They had the lead in the series, but reverse sweep coming in from Truerippers, where they took down Valor in Fracture on split, 13-10 and 14-12 respectively. And well, Truerippers are not feeling merciful, are they? Will Enigma feel threatened by it? We are looking forward to see this matchup as soon as possible. And well, let's talk about the possible map veto. I think we can very much see Icebox being played today as well, because I think Truerippers, they seem amazing on it, and Enigma Gaming, they let Icebox pass as well. If you look at their past bans, so I think one of the maps will probably be Icebox. What other maps do you think, Edge, that we might see today?
Well, one thing's for sure, Truerippers, they're going to be banning Bind. Enigma's strongest map, if you ask me. So yes, Bind's got to be banned. That's going to be my, another map that Enigma is really good at, and they beat teams like Velocity is the map of Haven. So I'm not really sure. And also coming into this game, Truerippers, they were defeated by Valor, right? So I on the map of Haven as well. So I think they might not be feeling as comfortable as they would usually on the map of Haven. So I think these two are going to be the bans coming in from Truerippers. But Enigma, not really sure. Maybe Fracture. I think that might be their only ban, because I've seen them ban Fracture. Not a lot of... Oh, there you go. We have the veto coming in as well. And well,
as we mentioned it,
bit of a perfect prediction there coming in. Bind, Breeze, Haven, Fracture,
the bans at least. Yes.
Yeah, at least the bans. Well, I mean, honestly, I wanted to see a Bind, but we all know that no one's going to be playing Bind against Enigma. Unless you're maybe, I don't know, super confident.
Team Snakes?
Ooh.
Well, they did win them.
I mean, true.
And well, Icebox as predicted. Truerippers, I have loved how they have played Icebox actually, even with the double duelist setup and Paradox and One Tap God. They were doing so much with that Jet and Reyna going against Team Snakes the other day, and they were doing it pretty well. It went down to 15-17. That was a close matchup. And I think Enigma Gaming, letting it pass, I think they're confident as well because, well, Rafael and Excali, if they do decide to match up that firepower, they can very well do so. So they have let that pass and they have gone for the comfort ban breeze. And the next up, I was expecting actually Enigma to pick Heaven and exploit that because we haven't seen Truerippers that strong on Heaven as well. Considering they lost to Valor as well the other day, and well, surprisingly, it's Ascent, and Ascent is going to be quite something. And if you ask me, Truerippers has actually a good chance to upset this 2-0 itself. No, I can really expect this going to be an but upset. Sorry, a bit of a mumble there. But Enigma Gaming, I'm sure they're prepared. They have a lot of time to prepare themselves going against this team and do their necessary homework as much as they want it. And well, the third map, oh, we have seen Split so much as the decider map, and well, I wouldn't really be surprised if we see another Split today as well, and it can very much happen. But once the first things first, this match is going to be close. I don't see this being a one-sided match at all because Truerippers, they have been absolutely phenomenal in this recent times, and their form is just building up, showing that these teams are preparing, working really hard going forward. And well, that's the veto for today. Icebox, Ascent, and Split. Let me check the scoreline on what happened yesterday. We did see a decider on Split yesterday as well. So Truerippers, if they want to win, they have to take 2-0. If this goes to a third map, I think Enigma will not let Truerippers get away, and they might get the upper hand. If Truerippers need to win, they need to do it in both the first maps, Icebox and Ascent. They take it 2-0. If it's a 1-1, then Split seems very unlikely for Truerippers to win, and Enigma might just actually close it out.
If you ask me, I would say that if the map of Icebox goes into favor of Enigma, then it's going to be a 2-0 for the side of Enigma. But if it goes in the favor of Truerippers and the second map goes in the favor of Enigma, then Split is anybody's game, if you ask me. Because I mean, they got to be feeling confident from yesterday's match. Because here's the thing, Ascent, it's basically Jet's map. It's going to be Paradox versus Rafael all day long, right? So it's gonna be coming down to which Jet is popping off. We all know they're both very consistent. So the operator plays, the positioning coming in, and the way that they move around the map, it's all gonna come down to the final rounds as well. None of these games are gonna be one-sided for sure.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. That is something. Yes, absolutely. That is something I am not seeing. One-sided game, absolutely not. Both the teams are so good right now. They have been improving so much, and Enigma Gaming, they have so much time to do their homework that they can actually, counteract on how Truerippers is playing. So we might see a lot of things happening today. I really want to see both the teams actually experimenting. Not experimenting, like bring a change of a team composition and catch the opponent off guard. If you change the players, you change the team comp, and you're like, oh shit, sorry about that word, but yeah, just came. Just acting how the teams would react. We are not prepared for this team comp. We don't know how they're gonna approach this map. We prepared for something else. We were preparing for Omen, but they have a Brimstone. We were preparing for Astra, but they have a Viper. So it really catches them off guard, and the homework that you do, the WOD review that you do, might all just go to waste, and it's like the other team automatically has the upper hand. So that way is a great way to counteract on how your opponents are going to play, and I would really love to see one of these teams try out that.
Always having that six-man. Having a six-man roster always give you some sort of an element of surprise. But talking about the players, we have Antidote, Rafael, RVK, Rexy, and Excali today playing on the side of Enigma Gaming and on the side of Truerippers. Guess what? Paradox is in. Master, one
Ah.
tap, Crosshair, and Relic. So it's gonna be one hell of a match, and once again, it's gonna be Rawfield versus Paradox on those Jets. So everything, as I said, comes down to those Jet entries. But I wanna see on the map of Icebox as well, right? We're going in for the Viper for sure. Then we're going in for the Jet. Do we see a raise? Is the question. I mean, we need someone to watch flank, so maybe a Chamber can come into play, or maybe a Sage as a Sentinel. But dual Sentinel at this level of competition, I don't think that's going to be coming in. But here we have
Icebox?
beautiful, yeah, on Icebox. Well, anyway, we have the beautiful cinematics coming in from the map of Icebox here, which is going to be the first map here in the BO3 lower bracket final. The winner advances to the grand finals and also secures a slot in that phase 2. Well, the loser, they get themselves a piece of the prize pool, but that's going to be the end of the journey for them.
Well, definitely. Well, the cinematics coming suggests that the teams are getting ready and are going to be hopping onto this battlefield Icebox first map. And well, as you mentioned, two Sentinels would be the safer pick, the comfort pick. But are they going to decide that? I would love to see a Chamber. And the way Team Snakes have actually played Chamber on a lot of maps, even this Icebox where King was playing it, I absolutely love their approach. And it was actually a game changer as well for them. And well, as we see it, Excalibur will be on that Chamber edge. Oh, goodness.
I mean, I was just talking about having the Sage and the Chamber. And Enigma,
well,
they go ahead and pick it up because it's very crucial. But at the same time, Relic, he picked up a KJ, right? So that's going to be used towards the flank. But one thing that they don't have, Truerippers, the mid control on the defensive half. But they're starting off the attacking, so it makes sense. TR Relic, he's going to be picking up that KJ. Crosshair picks up the Viper, while Master, he got the classic server, one tap god, Reina, and Paradox. Well, there's no, question. There's no need to argue. He's going to be picking up that Jet nevertheless. It's going to be RVK on Viper, Rawfield on that Jet. Excalibur will surprise us with the Chamber, Rexy with Sova, and Antidote on that Sage. Well, looking at the agent comp, I mean, see, here's the thing. Truerippers, they have an aggressive, composition, but I think the Enigma's lineup is a bit more robust.
Well, absolutely. Well, Enigma, they have taken the defending side. They were given a chance to the option to choose it, and they have chosen defender. So that suggests that their lineup is more defensive oriented. And looking at the composition of Truerippers, very attacking, pretty much the same that they had before. And it looks like Enigma seem to be prepared for this. And seeing that Excali is playing Chamber, it's going to be a lot of sneaky angles, it seems like. Looking forward to this, as we will be jumping into this match pretty soon. Very excited to see Chamber being played. Maybe something Team Snakes, whatever they did, their approach might be coming into play and might be a game changer. Well, looking at the players, they seem very ready. That is a good thing to see.
That is, and look at the players as well. I mean, it's not like Enigma. Well, Ruffle doesn't have his cam on just yet, but everyone else, well, here we have Rexy, Anti, Excali, RVK. We all know the calls coming in from Anti are just absolutely insane. And we're going to be jumping into the pistol round. It's going to be an important one. The first round to start things off. Who's going to be getting that momentum to, start flowing in their favor? It's Enigma versus Truerippers.
Well, as we mentioned, Rawfield going with that aggression. Oh, he needs to be careful there, but he's going to get away just in time. Oh, Relic! He's already found the first success for the team. It's Antidote moving towards the middle position. That was trying to gain some information, but he is denied. So, and well, Truerippers are going to make their way towards that A site where one tap god has found one. Rawfield is there to take down Paradox. Rawfield needs to be careful here. Master finds him. Rexy gets two, gets three. Oh, not just. Master finally finding him out. And RVK now in a 1v2.
Standing.
Oh, all down to 1v1, and guess what? Both RVK and Master are really low. It all comes down to who hits the shot first. Both on the Ghost, 22 HP versus 21. Enigma Gaming, they're playing it super safe, and look at Master. He's kind of debating RVK here into thinking that he might be rotating, but guess what? He's just holding his ground, and RVK, he might be in for a surprise, but at the same time, Master, he has no clue that the flank is happening, right? He has no clue that there's someone coming in from the back lanes. and he's just holding the time. The timer is ticking, which means Master has to stick this plan on A. He cannot go B anymore. And RVK, he should be able to predict this anytime soon, or he might think that maybe he already rotated, but that's not going to be the case. Only 10 seconds on the clock. He's going to be sticking the plan. He should have heard him by now, and there you go, RVK. He's going to go in for it. And Master, any idea that RVK is here? Now he's predicting it. Now he's going in for that, and that recon will not be spotting him. It's all about RVK. The positioning and the timing could not have been worse for the Master.
Oh! Goodness.
Perhaps I spoke too soon?
Well, it was Master that had the faster hands there. He flicked really quickly there. RVK not able to react there. Both of them so low on HP. My feet were off the ground right there. Both of them played it really smart here. And Rexy, oh my god, he went huge. If he had one more bullet there, he could have actually had it all. And barely surviving. Oh, look at that Master turning it around right on time. And well, the first round, Truerippers looked like they had it very comfortably, but it went down so close in the end. It's going to be full of action today. And well, looking to the second round.
Wait a second. What was Excali doing? It's out in the open. He was just standing there like, you know what? Doesn't really matter. You guys are coming in. And Paradox, he did it. He had to check that angle. It was like he took a second to, you know, like to process what was going on, because Excali was out in the open just standing there. I think he was just, you know, looking to maybe TP out, but at the same time the drone will be spotting one of the players, and the spike will go down at 3 versus 5. Both the Jets are low, and KJ is low as well on the side of Truerippers, so maybe a couple of kills, but I think there's no way that Enigma should be able to get this round.
Well, it does not look like it, but some economical damage is something they can do. Rexy with the recon dot might get some information, and does. And raw fuel, he does take down one tap guard through that wall. And well, he's definitely looking for, or as RVK, he's found one more as well. He spotted Relic as well, and Rexy, he's found Master. This is falling all apart for Truerippers now, and not looking so good. And Enigma, oh my god, they have time, Edge. They've got the round.
Do they? 3, 2, 1, 0.41.
They do.
Oh
no.
my god. The sheriff shot. I want to see raw fuel scam right now, but unfortunately it's not available. But what a shot. I mean, what shots coming in from both raw fuel and RVK. Absolutely insane. I mean, at the right from the start, I believe they dinked 2 players. I think even, you know, Relic was dinked with the sheriff long range, so he was down to 5 HP. And then Truerippers, I don't know what happened, man. I think Paradox was a bit too greedy playing in that aggressive position. But yeah, let's see. Now it's going to be an eco coming in from the side of Truerippers, and now Paradox has the sheriff in his hand, but doesn't really matter because Rexy popped his head off instantly. Beautiful shot there. But there is the Viper's Pit available. So if they can get onto the side and have that ultimate Viper pop that out. Oh my god, Excali almost messed it up. But yeah, this round is done and dusted. I was waiting for that Viper to maybe use his ult and maybe secure the spike down, and Rafael, well, you're looking at the wrong direction, my man. Rexy will be the one landing the final blow on the crosshair, and Enigma, well, although they did lose the pistol round, they get the next 2. 2-1 is the scoreline right now.
Well, that is exactly how you should be playing the anti-eco round, like Enigma did just now. And well, Truerippers are... That would be devastating, man. Losing by 0.41 and in an anti-eco round that you should not lose at all. Well, hopefully Truerippers can reset from that as we go into the 4th round. They will have the credits to buy themselves some guns. And well, Rafael does have the operator this time around, but all he does is spot a turret, suggesting Alex is probably holding A, and this might just be a B hit.
Might be a B hit coming in, and look at the position. The operator is on A side, and Paradox Excali once again in the open. Oh my god, Paradox. Well, he's gonna get you know, he's gonna be dashing out, but Antidote on the other hand took down one of the players there. Master goes down. Truerippers, well, they get the trade, and one tap guard will be healing himself back to 150 points of health. And Para Now making his way in, and Excali goes down as well. Dash now towards that CD snowman area, and Rexy is in deep trouble. I don't think they know that Paradox has pushed in so deep. And Rexy, well, is he gonna be giving away his position? And Rexy actually with the lineups there. And I don't think anyone knows Paradox's position. This is gonna be an easy kill for him onto Rockfield. The operator is down, and Paradox, I think he can get another one onto Rexy, but never mind. Rexy was ready for that this time, and RVK takes down Relic as well.
Well, definitely back to a 2v2. Both the teams swinging back and forth. Oh, one tap God barely surviving there from the shock dart damage. And that snakebite is gonna push him out of that position towards that yellow containers, and RBK, he finds him through that snakebite and takes down Crosshair with the Vandal, and the diffuse is gonna come in, and the round goes to Enigma. Well, it looks like Enigma Gaming, they are not ready to give Truerippers any rounds. They don't want to give them any chance, especially on this defensive side, considering that it is an attacking oriented map. And well, looks like they will be going forward with another anti-eco round for themselves, where Truerippers, I don't think they have the credits good enough for themselves.
It was a 4v2. Yeah, it was a 4v2 in the favor of Truerippers.
It was.
And they somehow managed to, miss the chance of taking this map home. Taking the round home, I'm sorry. But anyway, Truerippers, on the other hand, they lose another player instantly. It's an eco coming in as well, so not a lot that they can do. But Rawfield with a triple kill. Well, there you go, the confidence. You can see it in Rawfield right now. Master with a sheriff in his hand will be taking down Excali. That beautiful shot. A 2 versus 4, they can actually do it. I mean, if Enigma did it, Truerippers can do it with the sheriffs as well, but it all comes down to the positioning and the timing coming in, and that drone will not be spotting him. Oh, never mind, it just did! And I think he almost... Did he hit him? No, he didn't. But look across his position. With the Marshall, will be landing a shot, but not going to be dealing a lot of damage there.
Not a lot of action going on just yet. Well, Crosshair with that Marshall, along with Master, looking to pop some heads off with that weapon. You need to be very crispy and do some damage. It does not look like it will be going in their favor, but well, antidote. Rawfield is gonna find Master, and now it's all down to Crosshair, but he's gonna be taken out by Rawfield as well. But operator is gonna be an ace. Oh, that's an ace. Oh, I just noticed that.
Exactly.
It is an ace. Oh,
I mean,
goodness.
An eco ace, but still an ace nevertheless. The confidence, well, and also, I believe we have an award for the most number of aces as well, and I think Rawfield Antidote, I believe, almost got one the last time, but yeah, Rawfield's gonna be a contender for that one as well for sure. The day is not over yet, and I mean, I hope the journey and the run for side of Enigma is not over yet as well.
And well, Rawfield once again with that operator. Is that turret gonna spot? Oh no. Interesting. That pixel angle is not gonna spot him yet, suggesting no one's speaking. And I think Truerippers, they have been doing this repetitively now, sending relics towards that A flank and trying to go towards their B. They just need to be very careful. Once they put the spike down, that's where they're struggling. It's been very easy to put the spike down. Well, Paradox all by himself. This is looking really bad for Truerippers, if you ask me, but they are pulling it back. Overextension comes from the side of Enigma Gaming as well. RBK pushes for more, and well, Master is gonna punish RBK and Rexy that have overextended there. Well, it was probably because they didn't want to give that space from that lockdown. And well, now it's just Rawfield in 1v3. Is the turret gonna spot him?
I don't know. I don't think the turret is gonna be the one that's gonna be spotting him. I think it's the alarm bot. Oh
my god.
That was a good shot, but I thought he was gonna pop the blades up, but that's not gonna be the case. Truerippers, well, they steal around here. Although that was an ultimate coming in from the Viper on the side of Enigma. Well, Truerippers, the positioning and the way that Paradox was just pushing aggressive. You're right. Enigma might have, overextended their play, especially here, right? Yeah, they get one, and they gotta be, in a good position. And Master actually, beautiful read coming in. I think he perfectly traced out RVK there.
Well, absolutely. And well, Rafael is still gonna have that operator. We are facing some technical issues as well, so bear with us, guys. And well, Antidote and RVK, they have found two of them. Well, a change of setup coming from Truerippers, but Enigma Gaming, they were ready for it. They are not looking to give any A control, because Truerippers love that. They send out one tap and Paradox to get those early initial picks for their team towards that A lobby. And well, that gives you a lot of control. And well, Enigma Gaming just countering that and taking both of them down. Well, 2 men down now, Truerippers.
Oh no. And just like that, once again, Enigma with the man advantage. And also the economy, well, Chamber does have the tower of force there. But look at the positioning coming in from Anti as well. He has nothing available. No slow ups, no wall. He does get the heal in 3 seconds, but the resurrection is going to be up with, you know, 1 kill. Or maybe an R. Or maybe defuse. Whatever it is, they can get a 1 more man up anytime soon. And they're pushing it mid, and Anti, he is anticipating this. Can he get any kills here? Oh no, the timing. Once again, Enigma on the wrong side of the timing here. All 3 players are
my God.
their way in, but they're giving away the position. Rafael, he's ready for this. Should be an easy one to master. Don't do a 2 versus 4. But here comes the Viper's pit, which means it's gonna be. Did he mess up?
Yeah, the pit is totally messed up towards that.
Oh no.
That is a disaster. That's a waste of an ultimate. Well, Excali, he needs to be careful here. The Truerippers is stronger for him, and Rafael is gonna close it out, taking out Relic, and a comfortable retake once again for Enigma Gaming. And well, they are looking absolutely throttling. They are looking absolutely good right now on this defensive side. If they can take this to 7 or even 8 rounds, they are comfortable. They will take this 2-0 easily now. It looks like it.
Well, wait a second. Let me process this. What was that Viper's ult? I mean, see, I can only come up with one possible explanation. He wanted to make them think that it was a nest plant, or he messed it up.
He probably hasn't practiced that. He probably hasn't done that ultimate ever before.
Oh
and
my
well,
God.
the placement there, yeah.
It was
That's the
kind
thing.
of sad to watch it, but here comes the blade stomp off on Para. He will be landing a couple of shots. Oh, actually just 1 onto Antidote, but then instantly taken down. Rexy pushes, so does Excali. 1-1. Here we go. And ooh, Relic actually takes on one of the players, and now the resurrection is available, but doesn't really matter. It's gonna be Relic almost going down there. A 4 versus 2, but here's the best thing about the side of Enigma. They have a healer, and Truerippers, they don't, and Rafael gets that final blow onto Master. 6-2, and Enigma are cruising away with the lead here on the map of Icebox, a map pick of Truerippers. Keep that in mind, fellas.
Well, 6-2, and a team ace, by the way. And looks like such a good team effort as well. The pushing towards that middle position, grabbing those initial picks, and Rafael just anchoring B side, and RVK pushing A as well simultaneously. That shows such a good teamwork and synergy, and getting that team ace just shows how synced in Enigma Gaming is right now. And well, 6-2. This seems like game done for Truerippers. How do they come back from this? I wish they took a timeout just when they started losing those post-planned scenarios, and still they haven't done it. And well, this is not looking good for them. I really want them to take a timeout and actually make a comeback in this match.
I'll tell you how they can come back here, Daffy. Paradox, he needs to step up. He's sitting on 2-8. 2-8. That is not the Paradox we know. That is not that, that's not the Paradox that the Truerippers needs, right? And it's an eco again coming in from the side of Truerippers. So this should be an easier run for the side of Enigma, unless they give away a couple of frags here and there. And just as I speak, one tap gets one, Relic gets one, while Crossing gets another beautiful tap there. Coming in with the chef. Both of them are really, really low, but here comes the lockdown. Excali goes down to Master, but all 3 players are low. It all comes down to Rafael with the operator. He does have the blade storm out. One blade each. That's all he needs to land, but all of a sudden, Truerippers, they're looking really, really strong here. In a 3 versus 1, they might be the favorites to take away this third round, steal the round from the hands of Enigma. Why is he not, getting his blades out? Rafael, you gotta get it out, my man. Almost down to... Oh, it's gonna be a quick scope here coming in. Never mind. Relic gets a beautiful tap yet again, and Truerippers. Well, I mean, there's no reaction from the players. They're like, you know what? It's just a round, guys. It's easy. But Enigma,
Well-
man. That was their round, right? That was their goddamn round.
Well, yeah, it was the initial fix, the initial trade, so quick from it. And look at this. This kill was so important. Xcali almost had that timing. He took that risk there to deny that spike. He knew the players were very low. If he had managed to take both of them down and caught them off guard, it was round over already for Truerippers. But, oh, Master, that headshot from that Sheriff just probably might have gotten them and secured the round for themselves. Well, going into the next round, Paradox finally popping off with that operator. I think that was the answer that he needed. He needed that operator. Now that he has it, the man advantage to themselves. And well, Enigma Gaming, one man down. There is still two players towards this A site, and Relic is found good on the flank. One tap God has found Xcali as well, but RVK was aware of Crosshair. And well, just like that, everyone falling apart for Enigma Gaming. Now it's just down to RVK in a 1v3. Does have two Snake Bite available. The Poison Cloud as well. But does he have what it takes to clutch this round?
Oh, boy. Well,
Probably
another
not.
round. Well, another round for Truerippers. Enigma, as soon as they, fell off that previous round, the confidence, well, it's kind of going away, and it's going towards the side of Truerippers is what I feel like. But look at the economy as well. If Enigma lose this, they're gonna be having a broken bye in the final round of the first half, and Truerippers might take it 6-6. And if they do take it to 6-6, well, I mean, regardless of what they do, Enigma does have a defensive lineup, right? So they're supposed to get more than 6. So I think it's a really good, scoreline if it goes 6-6. But if Enigma can pull this one off, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be an 8 for first half.
Well, definitely. Well, Truerippers, they still have it. They're playing a bit slower this time around. Probably a default approach, hoping Enigma Gaming will do something fancy because they have lost 2 rounds now. But Enigma Gaming, they want to play it safe as well. They are playing it so passive. No control, no information either. But Truerippers, they want to work towards this B side now. Ultimate just available on Master on that Silva. And let's see how they actually work out towards this B side where RVK is waiting, and Antidote is there as well. He has that slow orbs, and that barrier orb can slow down massively. They can slow Truerippers down massively. Oh, RVK, did he spot Crosshair there?
I think so. I think he saw a couple of pixels there, and I think he shows up on the radar as well. So I think, but look at the position coming in from one tap God. They are not even predicting, or even oh my god, that is so scary to watch. The movement coming in from Reyna there, but Sky on the other hand takes on Paradox down to a 3 versus 4. They have the Resurrection available and the Hunter's Fury on both the sides actually, and Antidote takes on a one tap God, and the Resurrection comes into play, and Master, he's on A, and the Spike's on A, and there you go, the Hunter's Fury comes into play as well. We'll be attacking him once, can he tag him twice? Oh, beautiful play coming in from them, but Excali goes down on the other side, and Rexy almost went down there. The heal might be coming into play, but Truerippers now a man down, a 2 versus 3 situation here. 40 seconds on the clock. The retake does need to happen here, coming in from the side of Enigma. And look at that positioning coming in. Crosshair takes on one, but an instant trade comes in. A 2 versus 1. Master, he's actually low. They're not predicting this. And now Anti, he knows there's no bullets. There's no ammo in the gun for him. He needs to peek. He will peek. And but Anti! What a shot coming in.
That was insane from him. Mid-air?
Exactly.
Well, that just happened.
And once again, Daffy, around that looked like Truerippers were on top. Enigma snatched it again. All thanks to Antidote's Resurrection and those couple of frags.
Well, absolutely. Very insane from him. And a round secured for Enigma Gaming, finally finding that answer. And the struggle for post-plant continues for Truerippers. Well, this is going to be the last chance for them in this half. so that they can secure that 7-5. That'll be something good for them, because this has been a disastrous half for themselves on this attacking side of Icebox. So they should be looking forward to closing this round. But RVK is going to invest that Viper's Pit towards his A side all by himself. And look at this, Truerippers. Everyone's outside A right now.
Boy, oh boy,
Rex.
74 and Enigma Gaming. If they get this one as well, it's gonna be 8-4. And I gotta say that's a good round for the side, for the good half of the side of Enigma Gaming. But look at Rafael, he's not taking the bait. He is not taking the bait whatsoever. You can try as much as you want, Viper, but the Jet's not gonna be going in for that. And the blades are out towards the force as well. And Rafael finally gets that kill on the crosshair. But look at this, Paradox is waiting for it. Rafael, don't do the mistake, my man. But he does, and Paradox will instantly take him down. That's the Jet. Well, that's a great trade if you ask me for the side of Enigma, nevertheless. Because here's the thing, Jet went down, but at the same time, Truerippers on the side of Truerippers. Oh, wait a second. How did Excali not hit that? Paradox will be the one taking, you know, beautiful kill there, and all of a sudden, it looks like Truerippers are on top because Relic just took down our weekend. As I was saying, you know, Rafael got that kill onto Viper with the Viper's Pet available. Well, guess what? It doesn't really matter anymore because it's a 1v4 and Anti is the only one surviving right now. He has given away his position with the sound cues, and Paradox is ready for this. He will be landing another headshot. Doesn't really matter if it's a Vandal or a Phantom or an Operator. He will be only popping heads.
Well, absolutely. What a round coming from Truerippers. Pick him off, keeping Enigma Gaming guessing, and well, they are going to be securing that 5th round for themselves in this first half of Icebox. This is their map pick once again, ladies and gentlemen. And well, it is looking like they are finding their grip back now into this game. And well, it all comes down to the second half. They have what it takes to shut down Enigma Gaming's attacking lineup.
Here's the thing, it all depends on how you know, Excali is playing, right? How is he gonna use his chamber? Like, what kind of, is he gonna be the duelist sort of role, or is he gonna be going in for the flanker or the lurker right there? But everything else, it's gonna be pretty default, right? It's gonna be Rafael entering, but it looks like Excali is gonna be that support, that second entry coming in towards this B side right now. There's 3 players on the side of Truerippers, and if they get this pistol round, Daffy, I think the game's on. But if Enigma somehow managed to get this one into their favor, then I think Enigma might run away with the win. But look at this, Excali is low, but guess what? Anti is a Sage, which means they get the heal. But on the side of Truerippers, Sova has been tagged up a bit, not be getting healed at all.
Well, Enigma Gaming really unorthodox actually from them. Playing it very slow. Truerippers in that guessing game right now. They have no idea what Enigma Gaming is doing right now. They have left Rafael for the flank, and well, Paradox, he's found it for success for the team, but Rafael is making his way towards this B side. He's gonna break that nano swamp, suggesting crosshair. Oh, crosshair. Oh, he has to be the MVP for this round. He has to be. Are they going to check this? Do they expect this? Oh, he's going to hear that rendezvous. Crosshair, he's found one. He's going to find 2. Yes, he does. RVK is there to take him out finally, but still a 3v2 for Truerippers in their favor. But look at their HP on them, and they have no idea where Rafael is. He sneaked in so early, and well, one tap God. He needs to be careful here. He's hearing that spike down, but he's running so hard. And well, one tap God is the one who is going to find them all. Well, I guess the blue key does work sometimes. And well, Truerippers taking that second pistol round in this map are gonna make it 7-6. Still in the favor of Enigma Gaming.
Well, now it's Truerippers getting both the pistol rounds, so there's a good chance that it's gonna be 7-7. But I think you know, once again, they need to play it safe because Enigma, they stole that second round last time. And Rafael picks up the Marshal, 3 sheriffs, and well, Excali, I think he's just going to be using the Headhunter maybe, or maybe just going in for that full save. Because Truerippers 6, Enigma 7. They can, you know, afford to give it away, make it 7-7, but Paradox, you can see it is saving for the Operator. So if they get this kill onto him, then the things are going to be, you know, maybe a little easier. But one tap.
Spike down A.
He's not done yet.
It looks like One Tap God and Paradox, they are finding their way back into this game. And once these guys start fragging consistently, simultaneously, it might look not so good for Enigma Gaming. Well, they are on Nico, but Excali is still alive with that Headhunter. It's gonna just find one. Paradox is gonna take him out right there. 3v4, but look who snuck in towards this screen's position. It's RVK. He's taken down One Tap God. Look at everyone. They're scattered all around the map. No idea which side is which anymore. And look at this. Oh goodness, Paradox. He's gonna be so pissed off there.
True.
He goes down, and the spike is gonna make its way towards its A side now.
Just like that, Enigma steal it again. Again? I mean, one's understandable. I mean, it was
This is
what?
impossible.
3 versus 5.
This
3
is impossible.
versus 5 or 4, I'm not really sure. But, wow, Truerippers, they just got ripped apart by Enigma here in the goddamn eco. Yeah, it was a 3 versus 5. Oh, 4 versus 5, but make it a 3v4 then. But here's the thing. RVK somehow snuck his way in. We were all focused on, you know, Paradox and Rock on was the side. But meanwhile, RVK, but he was, you know, the playmaker there for that particular round. And Enigma steal another one for the second time.
Again. This has to be scripted, Edge. How does it work again and again? Just unbelievable at times. And well, going to the next round, now it looks like Enigma, they are going to be stomping on Truerippers as they are on that door by, but Master has found one with that classic over there. And well, Skelly, he's pretty much aware of that positioning, and they did spot Paradox as well, but they are not sure where he might be at the end. And well, RVK, oh, just missing it out, but Excali is gonna find him in the end. And well, Enigma Gaming taking that lead further away from Truerippers. It's 9-6. They will be looking forward to making it the double digit.
Please. That's all I'm gonna say. Breeze for them right at this point. They're just cruising away with the win. With the lead at least. For now. And Truerippers, well, here's the thing. They're pulling off some insane frags. They're pulling out some insane rounds. But at the same time, they're giving away the easy ones. Right. They are, you know, the rounds, 2 rounds to be honest, should have gone into their favor. It could have been, you know, 9 Truerippers and 6 Enigma. But unfortunately for them, it's the other way around. And okay, why did he? Okay, he used that. Oh, the cloudburst to move forward. What a beautiful play coming in, and Paradox, well, his position is not known, but he's out in the open and he misses the shot as well. When Reddick takes down one, Anti with an instant trade. Down to a 4v4 again here, Daffy.
Oh, the trades do come in from both the teams, and players now from Enigma Gaming will be making their way towards this B side where only a Nanoswarm is there to hold them off for a while. Crosshair is gonna be coming back, but is it gonna be enough for them to actually hold off the plant? But Spike will be going down. He's gonna put a bot at. Oh, I thought that Snakebite just pushed him off for a while, but no, that is gonna do just slight damage. But look at Anti's position. I really like this approach. The change of this site actually gives you one more sneaky position to play in. But I'm sure they're gonna check this, right? And they do, but Crosshair was not ready for that. But Paradox, oh, what a shot onto Anti there. But Rexy finds Paradox. Paradox going again. RVK goes down. Paradox is going huge for Truerippers. He is coming alive at the end of this map, and he is going to be keeping that round secured for Truerippers as they make it 9-7 now. The hopes are still alive. The matchup is still close, Edge.
Well, it is, and it's good to see. As you said, Paradox coming alive in that final round, in this final round of the first map up. Don't forget, it's still the first match, right? We still have 2 more maps to go after this potentially. So here's the thing: even if they lose this round, it's gonna help Paradox, you know, get the groove on for the second map up. So maybe next time he's gonna start, you know, getting those tracks pretty early, because he was down 2-8, and now he's 12-12. So that's basically what 10 kills and 4 deaths. That's the Paradox that we were actually hoping for. And look at that, Truerippers. One tap god already pushing up mid, but RVK is ready. But Anti, oh, it could have been worse for him, but he's gonna get taken down instantly. Oh, beautiful spray coming in from Anti. Almost landed a couple of shots there. Paradox up close. Will be landing the shot on Rexy, but Rafael. Now that's the teamwork that we were hoping for. Look at him pushing in towards mid. Towards that screen as well. RVK and Rafael doing everything with the side of Enigma right now. It's going to be Trusty taking down one of the players, but then Rafael with an instant trade once again gets himself a triple kill, and it's all down to Relic in a 1 versus 4. Can he do this? Can he stop Enigma from getting that double-digit scoreline? No, sir, he won't. Rafael gets himself a quad and make it 10-7 in the favor of Enigma.
Oh goodness, both the Jets from both the sides stepping up huge for both of them. And well, this time it's Rafael with that quad kills. Those entries beautifully done. He picks them off one by one, catching them all off guard. He's just not ready for that. And well, Rafael, glowing champions Vandal is gonna take that 10th round for Enigma Gaming, and finally Edge, it's a tactical timeout from Truerippers. I really wish they took it way earlier. Now that they have taken it, it might just be too late. Do they have the credits in their favor for them? If they cannot purchase into this round, that's the 11th round gone again. Unless there's a thrifty round once again, which I won't be surprised to see. We have seen it thrice, I guess, in this match already. And well, it wouldn't be a surprise either. And well, this tactical pause, we have seen a lot of magic come from actually both the sides. When they take that tactical pause, there's always something happening in favor of both of them. And well, this is what they need, and they need that mental reset as well. And Truerippers, well, now's the time.
I mean, you were talking about, maybe the timeout being too late, but on the side of Enigma, YB always likes to take that when the opponents hit that match point.
Yeah, I know, right?
So I think this is relatively, I had a good scoreline as well. 10-7, not a lot of rounds lost. There is still just only 3-round lead for the side of Enigma Gaming, but at the same time, Truerippers, they can make a comeback pretty easy, right? But here's the thing. It all comes down to Para and his plays this particular round. If he gets a couple of shots, maybe a couple of kills, and maybe the guns dropped and then they retrieve it, maybe they can hold on to the sites. Maybe even the retake is possible, because look at the ults available on the side of Enigma Gaming. Pit, they have the Pit, Viper's Pit, they have the Blaze Storm and the Resurrection as well. So Truerippers, they gotta take down at least a couple of players pretty early into the round, and maybe get themselves a couple of Vandals or Phantoms, whatever the side of Enigma has.
Well, we're pretty slow round from both the sides as of now. Paradox is going to use one of those blades to deny that trademark. And well, Enigma Gaming are playing it very safe. Well, once a team takes tactical timeout, the opponent, they play it so slow because they expect something happening from the timeout team. And well, Rafael has found one tap god and is looking for more, but Crosshair, oh, what a shot. What a shot. Paradox. Excali so smartly played over there. But Masha is going to take him down. But look at this. The spike is going down towards this B side. A smart call coming from Antidote there. Faking it out. And it looks like it definitely worked. They can definitely hold on to this site. And Relic is going to use that Nanoswarm to clear out that angle. But that's not going to do any damage. And well, is Truerippers going to retake this? Seems very highly unlikely for now.
They have the weapons though, so they can be possible, but it all comes down to the positioning and the shots. They need to land that shot at the right time. Rexy gets one, Rexy gets himself another. That's what I was talking about. They need to land those shots, and they didn't. And guess what? Rexy, well, he's warmed up and all ready to go. Beautiful taps there coming burst. I mean, yeah, I know burst, but yeah, beautiful to watch. And that, just like that, Enigma hit that 11th. Truerippers, well, that was their cue. And also, as you said, after the timeout being called, Enigma, they played it really, really slow, right? They were being aggressive up until then, but then they switched things up. They made sure that Truerippers didn't have any idea what Enigma was up to, and Truerippers, well, they only have 2 more rounds to play with.
Well, definitely a faster approach coming from Enigma Gaming this time around. A change of pace that might catch off guard Truerippers, but one tap god. He does find Rexy there, and Relic, he's found Excali as well. This is falling all apart. Relic, he's found 3, and now it's just down to RVK, the lurker for Enigma Gaming. Truerippers, the change of pace not working out for them, but RVK, he's gonna find one, but one tap god is gonna finish him off. And Truerippers, well, they were ready for that change of pace, and Enigma Gaming not working out. That will push them back and maybe take that slower approach once again.
Wow, Truerippers, they were definitely not ready for the aggressive play coming in from Enigma. But Enigma, they were not ready for Relic on B side, right? And Relic was usually playing on A. So, A and that kitchen area. But then all of a sudden he switched towards B and he absolutely mowed them down, making it 8th round for the side of Truerippers and Enigma. Well, now they gotta think again before entering into any of the sides, as a matter of fact. And Paradox gives away his position with the recon dart. Oh no. He's gotta be yelling at his teammate for sure. Like, why are you not shooting the recons, guys? You gotta take it down.
One job. That's all you need to do. Break that recon dot, and well, Paradox, he's gonna be punished for that. Rafiel, perfectly placed crosshair there. Just pre-firing that, and well, Paradox out of the server. Well, one tap god. He's gonna go a bit aggressive because he needs to level that man advantage. The man advantage is gone for them, and well, Enigma Gaming once again giving that A presence, and now moving towards that B side. Keeping Truerippers off guard all the time, and what was that from Excali? He was waiting for one tap god, and well, he has been rewarded. Crosshair, he does find RVK, but he's not gonna stay alive for long, as Antidote is gonna take him down, and the barrier orb being put down. Nanoswarm is there to delay them. The spike plant for now. Relic, he does have the lockdown available if he does choose to use it. But Enigma, Rexy, oh goodness, he was not ready for Relic once again. Relic, he does find another one, and he's gonna clutch it out. Oh goodness.
Wow, Relic, he was so calm. I was just staring. I was just looking at his player cam. His face cam, and I was like, okay, let's see. Maybe he panics a bit, but he was like so calm. And look at this. He gets this one, and then he's like, he doesn't even jump. He waits for Jet because they didn't know where he was, right? He comes down in the perfect crosshair placement, and he just walks into it. He had the resurrection available. Maybe should have made a play with it, but he wanted to, get that kill and end things right there. But Truerippers, well, they're not giving up anytime soon. And Paradox, after a long time, picks up the operator once again. So maybe Truerippers can make this comeback, and that timeout definitely working for the side of Truerippers.
Oh goodness, now the pressure should be crawling towards Enigma Gaming right now. They're doing everything perfectly, getting those initial picks. And look at RVK with the faster flank towards this middle position. He does find one tap god, but Master was there to trade him out. But there is a hole.
I just saw Paradox face. It was like, how the hell did he come in here again? Like, he was mid. Para was mid. So RVK getting that frag onto one tap god was just, unprecedented. But at the same time, look at this. They are already on B side. Truerippers have the lockdown and the Hunter's Fury available. But I don't think the lockdown will be coming into play anytime soon, because the side of Enigma, they have the Hunter's Fury as well. But Hunter's Fury comes from Master.
Oh, he's gonna take the spike plant down. The spike's still not been planted, and Rexy has been tagged as well, Edge. Oh, this is looking very scary for Enigma Gaming. They are all surrounded, but Rexy, he's gonna bait out with that recon dart. He does find one, but Crosshair is there to trade him out, and Master, he's found Rafiel, he's found the third one for himself. Now Excali, 1v2.
Well,
anyone clutches it, it's Excali.
Exactly.
Oh, but Crosshair with that sneaky timing, and he finds Excali off guard. Well, 11-10, still Enigma leading, but by just one round. Double digits for Truerippers. They are definitely pulling it back. Now they look in a complete sync, but there was a miscommunication towards that middle position where RVK snuck in so fast. We did see Paradox peeking towards that boiler position, but the pixelated angle just allowed RVK to sneak in, and that was perfect for them. But there was nothing much more that Enigma could do about it. And well,
you want to play? Let's play.
It back.
And just like that, I think we're looking in for 11-11 scoreline. If Para stays alive, it is going to be an easy one. Para misses a shot, and Excali did not take any shots, so he still has 5 bullets in the toe. The 4 is dead. The Brainstorm is out as well. Truerippers. Well, he needs this kill on the one tap god. He does get it, and look at it. And Rafiel popping off beautifully beautiful to watch there, and he's already sneaked in. Once again, the side of Enigma, man, the way that they sneak in, they have no clue. And the lockdown destroyed as well, but they have no idea where Master is. And Crossfire, he lands a couple of shots on the Rafiel, but what is Master doing? Why are you not peeking mid?
Oh goodness.
God!
Is this
That
is
was so
completely
frustrating. A lot of
is-
miscommunication in that, if you ask me.
It is definitely. How can they not hear Rafiel just dashing forward, updrafting
Oh,
there? But
wow.
still, the round is still alive for them. Crosshair, he takes down Rexy. He's probably heard Antidote as well towards that A lobby, and he is looking for them, but he cannot find them as Antidote is gonna get him off. And what a round coming from Rafiel, the man stepping up for the team once again, just when they needed it most, taking it to a match point. Oh goodness, Truerippers. They need they need another tactical timeout. That is another round with miscoms there.
Boy, oh boy. I mean, first things first, what a round coming from Rafael, right? He absolutely went ham there. He didn't care. He was like, even if I go down, it's okay. I don't have a gun. I'm not going to give away any, weapons over to the side of Truerippers. Anyway, it was a buy round for them as well. So now 12 to 10. Truerippers, they need two to take us into overtime. And one tap go once again pushing. Not really sure how good of an idea it is, but guess what? It's a great idea. Because Rexy was caught completely off guard. I don't know why no recon or the drone was used. But here's the thing. Excali, does he know? Or even at least a hint that maybe one tap is still pretty up close and Excali will be taking him down because Rafael landed a couple of shots onto him and RVK goes down to Crosshair and Para should be able... What? Oh no, not like this. And Rafael takes another one and Relic, he's out in the open, he gets taken down by Excali. It's all down to Crosshair in a 1v3. If he can get onto the side, he can use his Viper Spirit and that's it. Maybe he can clutch it, but the post-spam positions, that's what I'm worried about from coming in from the side of from the side of Enigma here. Look at it. It's absolutely beautiful. One under heaven, under the rafters there, one towards that pipe area, one towards that maze. There's no way Crosshair should be able to get into the side without getting spotted here, and he gets one. All down to Paradox. Sorry, all down to Rafael. And oh no, Excali and Crosshair, he's going in for the full defuse. He's just sticking it. Excali, no way. Crosshair gets one, but turn around. Turn around, because Excali just flipped everything around. And Enigma. Well, that was close. But at the
that
end,
was definitely close.
They
I thought
did
he was gonna
manage to pull it off.
stick it for a while. It might have even worked out for him, but as soon as Excali made that jump, I thought he might have heard that, but it probably got suppressed when he took the fight against Rafael there. And well, that was pretty close if you ask me. That game could have gone either way. But Enigma Gaming are going to be the ones taking the first map. This was the map pick of Truerippers, by the way. And well,
Exactly.
they will be taking the lead in the series and taking it one step closer to making it to phase 2 and the grand finals.
Oh boy, I need a breather here, because that
Definitely.
was, I mean, it was almost done, right? I wanted him to get on the side, use the Viper Spirit. He did exactly that. I don't know, did he have the snake bite there? Because I'm not really sure. Maybe if he would have used the snake bite in perfect positions, it would have been much more easier. Maybe, as you said, I think half defuse also would have done the thing for them. And as you said, maybe they were, he didn't, the sound cue must have not been heard there coming in from Excali because he was taking the fight with Rafael. But anyway, nevertheless, it's gonna be Enigma coming out on top. Well, before we head on to the next match, we'll be taking a look at the highlights here coming in.
It was quite a game from both the sides, and well, I just can't believe it. It was so back and forth. It looked like any of the teams, they could have taken it home. And well, it was Enigma Gaming that came out on top and took it home finally, 13 to 10. It's gonna take a while to get over this match, but well, we still have the match remaining. Going into the second map, it is going to be the map pick of Enigma, where they will be picking Ascent, which is going to be interesting. Where Truerippers will be starting on the defensive side. It's a good option there. Ascent very defense oriented, and Enigma Gaming, will we see something similar from them on what we have seen before? Are they gonna try something different? Maybe a neon pick would be really interesting to see on Ascent. We have seen Excali play it before on Split, but Ascent is also a great map to play along it. Are they prepared for that? Or are they gonna stick to whatever they were playing before? The KO, the Jet, Astra will probably be changed to Omen now, and maybe even Hika coming back in the roster for this map up. But
Maybe.
that is highly doubtful for now.
Yep. No, I mean, not really sure if that's gonna happen, but I mean, they can stick to the same roster if you ask me. They're going, they're doing well, really well with the Rexy on the Sova as well. So I mean, Hika if he comes in, that's gonna be the second initiator, right? So it all comes down to if they actually want. It all comes down to map pick as well. And talking about SN, that second initiator can be a good point. I mean, a good one. But this particular round here, Daffy, this round should have gone for the side of Enigma, but then everyone on the side of Truerippers, they were landing some beautiful shots there coming in. But at the end, you know, it looked like Truerippers, they might make it 6-6. Although, yeah, they did make it 7-5 in the favor of Enigma. It was really close coming in, right? The first half at least. And then at the end, once again, if you notice, it's what, 10-13? Here's the thing, those 2 rounds that Truerippers lost, the ones that were equals, the thrifty rounds coming in, the second round after the pistol, the first round of the pistol, I'm sorry, those were the rounds that they should not have lost. Unfortunately, they did. Here's the thing, those 2 rounds are now coming back to bite them in. Now that's the thing, every single round, especially the ones after pistol, are so crucial. I cannot emphasize on this enough. You guys need to understand. Do not take it lightly. And here's one more thing. I don't know, miscommunication or whatever, but RVK sneaking in twice in the same Actually, not twice. I think even more than twice, to be honest.
Yes, it was actually.
And then Rafael as well. He just casually, he was running. He wasn't even ship walking. He was running. And who was that? I think that was the Viper. Crosshair. He spotted Rafael at mid. But Master, he was still looking at side. He could have taken him down earlier. Maybe the round would have gone into their favor, but that didn't happen. So, minor mistakes, maybe, if you ask me. I'm not really sure. I mean, you're not in the heat of the moment, so you're not really sure what's happening in the boot camp, right? Maybe it's too loud. Sometimes you're not able to hear the cues or whatever it is. But, Truerippers, they gotta, you know, fix these things. Otherwise, Enigma might just end it 2-0. But, I mean, I already kind of predicted if, you know, Icebox go in the favor of Enigma, they might take it home 2-0. Because now we're going on to the map of Ascent, map pick of Enigma. And the way that Rafael is playing right now, there's no way that you can put, you know, a break to his gameplay.
Well, definitely that is the case. Well, Enigma will be taking the first map. It was full of action, Icebox. It could have gone either way, definitely. But it was Enigma that closed it out. Well, Relic. Oh, this guy pulled it back for Truerippers, if you ask me. This guy was the morale booster for the team. That is how they made their comeback into this map and actually made it so close. Otherwise, it could have been closed down very sooner, actually, if you ask me. But, well, Relic. And this round especially, this is a disastrous round for them. You can hear Rafael dashing in, updrafting, and, well, they have still no idea. Master was just around the corner, but I guess, well, that was definitely a miscom, and, well, that did get punished for themselves. And even in the last round over there, one type god, he did get a very good initiative kill, but Scally and Rafael, both of this huge players for the side of Enigma Gaming, greatly mechanically skilled, taking those initial picks. And here, Crosshair, it looks like the sound did get suppressed when Excali jumped into the pit as soon as Crosshair took that fight. And, well, he was not aware of that. And, well, Enigma closed it out well, looking at the scoreboard, 13-10. It was pretty close. And looking at the score line of Truerippers, pretty balanced, actually. Paradox was very silent in the beginning of the map, but he did pull it back. He was making those impactful kills with that operator as well. And, well,
Oh boy,
it was not enough. It was just not enough.
I mean, I'll be honest. When you talk about Truerippers, you know, you see the star on Crosshair. That's gotta be on Paradox. That's usually on Paradox. and that is really necessary as well. I was talking about it, right? Paradox being the star of the show, but yeah, Crosshair, Relic, Master, One Tap God, they did put up a better fight this time. Paradox, I'm not really sure what was happening, but here's the thing: none of them come close to what Rafael pulled off. 26 to 17 with 5 first bloods. I mean, One Tap God does have 5, and considering the fact that he only has 16 kills, that's impressive. But Rafael, he did everything, being the the single duelist on the side. He did everything right for the side of Enigma Gaming. Yes, he did mess up a couple of times, but at the end, it's about how you fix the mistakes, right? Make sure that it doesn't happen again, because everyone makes mistakes. Those minor things, it happened. The positioning was just off a couple of times. But here's the thing: at the end of the day, Enigma are looking much better, but I mean, I still expect a bit more coming in from Anti in terms of kills, but his plays were great, right? His positioning, and look at that, 11 frags, he has 3 first bloods as a Sage on Icebox. Now that's the thing, we wanted someone to have that flank, and also the mid. We had no one watching mid on the side of Truerippers, which gave Enigma the space to work with towards that mid area, but they were not, they didn't even need to work with it, because here's the thing, they show up towards mid, and Truerippers, you could see it. Enigma, RVK especially, he was lurking. He kept working that mid, because there's no Sage, you cannot block off tubes, which means there's someone has to play in tubes. That was usually Paradox, or maybe sometimes Relic, who actually pulled off a beautiful 3k twice. So that is what the Sage does, and that is what the dual Sentinel did for the side of Enigma. I mean, if you still ask me, I told you that agent composition was just better.
Well, definitely, it does look like it. Well, even on the defense for our Truerippers, if you ask me, having that Killjoy is there to actually watch those flanks. And, well, it looks like they had a different setup going on towards that kitchen, and it looks like RVK exploited that just to perfection. And, well, he snuck in so many times. There's a lot of setups you can do with Killjoy on Icebox. Either you anchor or you anchor B side on that defensive side, or you just leave that alarm bot towards that middle position near those tubes where the player might sneak from middle to A or to oranges. That's where you place the alarm bot, sometimes one of those setups, and you leave the turret towards that kitchen, and uh, uh, watching those possible flanks and help your teammates out towards those A side or B side, or you just swap it out, put that turret towards that boiler position. But that's the thing, when you have a Viper in your team, you put that small poison orb up, it's all blocked off. So alarm bot is more effective there, and that's what they should have done. And it looks like they were not able to read that perfectly. RVK was just perfect on doing that and exploiting that gap. He was getting so much information with the team as well, even though the flanks were not coming in. And, well,
Sure.
RVK definitely pulling off some nats over there, and, well, that has rewarded them many rounds and the map as well. And, well, looking at Truerippers, I'm sure if they VOD review this match, especially,
Ooh,
they
a lot
can
of
learn
things.
a lot. They can learn a lot. They will learn the minds of Antidote as well, and on how the top team of South Asia likes to play Icebox, even in this current meta. Even if you go back, there's not much of a change. Looks like both the teams just bringing one agent change, which is Chamber actually. The Viper still remains in this map, even at that massive nerf, because I think it's still effective. And, well, it just narrows your window down to lurking, and while you put both his poison orb and your wall up, but still it's still being played, and looks like both the teams are very comfortable with that. But yeah, Trippers, if you're watching, what review that, you're gonna learn a lot from this map. And,
And
well,
mhm.
yeah,
I
go
mean,
on, go on.
I also like the fact that Anti was
Mhm.
letting RVK do his thing, right? I mean, he's the only
Exactly.
controller. So if
Hmm.
he goes down, there's no wall, there's no poison cloud, there's no ultimate if it's
Hmm.
available, there's no snake bite as well. And he was like, you know what, just go in. And RVK went for that mid flank, and there was a it was highly dangerous if you ask me. There was a really
Hmm.
good chance that he might be taken down, and the side of Enigma they would have played with the with no smokes or like no wall at all. So I really
Exactly.
like the confidence as well coming in from Anti, and letting his teammates play just in their comfort zone. That is the best thing
Hmm.
to do. But at the same time, I think I'm not really sure. I think it was wait. There's no Bones calling the shots today. I think that it must be Para, right? I'm not really sure who the
Probably.
IGL is for the side of Truerippers, but if it was whoever it was, they were a bit hesitant on letting them play. At the end, you could see one tap walking up front, right? Then I started feeling like maybe they were given the freedom to play however they want. But up until then, it felt like their movement was restricted to the half, the half of the map.
Definitely.
Maybe until the runes, but that's it. Maybe until just the orb there. But up until then, the side of Enigma, they were all over the place. Not just
Yes.
A, not just mid, but towards B as well. They were making that rotations happen every single time. You could see it. There was a time when Excali was towards A, everyone else they were towards B, while RBK was still at mid. So these are the rounds, and these are the freedom. These are the things that are kind of that things that favor Enigma and benefit them in terms of this particular matchup. So I want to see if they're going to be sticking to the same roster first, and I want to see if Truerippers are they going to be making the same mistakes, because Ascent once again it is highly mid oriented as well, right? You need that mid control most of the times, unless you're rushing in A or B. Whoever has that mid control possibly have the control of the entire map. You can go A or you can go towards B from the market.
Well, definitely, Ascent is a big match. I think it is one of the most balanced maps, if you ask me, for both the defense and the attack. And there is a middle ground that you can play for control as well from either of the sides. And it is so exciting to watch on how teams actually approach that middle position to take that control, that initial control. And we will probably see a lot of action towards that middle position as well. And well, Ascent is the map ground. Well, it is going to be Troopers that will be standing on the defensive side. I'm really excited to see how they actually approach this map. Who's going to be playing the Jet? Is it still going to be Paradox and One Tap God on the arena? Is it going to be double duelist once again?
I mean, obviously, it's got to be Paradox. I mean, for sure
Uh-huh.
on that Jet. But hey, once again, I mean, not really sure. Will they be bringing in Bones this time? Because Ascent
Oh.
is a map of Omen and Brim sometimes. But Omen is good, and we all know Bones is really, really good on that Omen. So I want to see if they'll be bringing him in. But at the same time, let's see. Hika might come in as well, as you said. That Sky and Sova can work it out. But the question is, who are they going to be, swapping him for? Now, that's the thing in
That's
my
the
head.
thing.
On the side of Enigma.
Exactly.
Right? On the side of TR, it's kind of clear. Now, one of them will be sitting in. I think it's Crosshair, if I'm not wrong, maybe for the Sentinel role. But he was the MVP for his team. So they might not be going in because he is feeling himself today. And it all comes down to, the day performance as well. Yes, all of these players are great, but there are good days and bad days, right? Regardless of how good you are at the particular game. So that's the thing.
Absolutely.
Now, since Crosshair is having a great game and Paradox unfortunately didn't have a good one, maybe Paradox will be the one, swapping out. But at the same time, Paradox, well, you never really know. And you always need him on the Jet because regardless of what everyone thinks, he's an amazing, amazing Jet player.
Absolutely. But yeah, first day, if you remember when Paradox was not playing and it was One Tap God, I loved watching his Jet as well.
Yeah.
He was very impactful, if you ask me, with his Jet over there. And I would actually love to watch him on that Jet for a change, to catch Enigma off guard, maybe, if they're prepared for Paradox's Jet over there. But yeah, well, it's their decision. Would really love to watch that, but not every wish can be granted, can be. Oh well. So I think we'll probably see a KO from Enigma at least, where we've seen Excali played a lot of times, and I think they might stick with it. I think KO is very good on Ascent, getting those early information with that 0 point and that ultimate. Oh, that gives you the ultimate way to enter a site with especially A and B, both the sites easily. You open that ultimate up, that suppresses the whole of site and gives
Right.
you so much space to not worry about the abilities coming from your opponent's side. And well, I would really watch to see some executes with the KO.
I mean, true, that is true. But at the same time, you really think they'll be going in for the double initiator again? Because I think Excali can go ahead and pick up the raise there. Because Ascent, once again, there are a lot of close corners, right? So the Boombot, the Satchel, the Paint Shells can be of great use. But yeah, you're right. KO with the Null Command can enter into a site for free, basically. The smokes are out, and then the Null Command, everyone's suppressed. Doesn't really matter where you are, you're going to be suppressed on the entire site. The position will not be revealed, though. But yeah, everything will be disabled. So that is an advantage, but I still think maybe, with the way that Enigma are playing right now, I think a raise would be a much better option. But here's the thing. They're starting off on the defensive half, if I'm not wrong. No, they're starting off on the attacking. My bad.
Attacking, yes, they are
Since they're
actually.
starting off on the attacking, they need as many rounds as they can, and a lot of info as well. So maybe that KO, as you said, Daffy, might just be on the cards here.
Yeah, the KO is actually a great pick because it when such teams when they play the double duelist setup, well, you play that KO that suppresses that slows them down. The attacking lineup that they have, double duelist, if you manage to land that 0 point, that suppresses them for a while. That slows them down. The pace that they actually want to gain with that double duelist setup gets suppressed. So that is something KO is great at, even on that defensive side. And that is exactly what I would love to see from both the teams. If they decide to play that. As you mentioned it, Excali, if he does play that race, I think they should go for that KO pick, Truerippers. If not, that's still all right. I'm sure they have some things figured out for them as well. Looking at the veto once again, the first map was Icebox, picked up by Truerippers, and they were defeated by Enigma Gaming 13-10. And we are now on to the second map, which is the pick of Enigma Gaming, where Truerippers, they will be starting on the defending side.
Boy, oh boy. I really okay. Once again, we're going back to where we started. We're talking about the bans, right? I really like that both these teams, they know each other so well that they ban their perfectly played maps. Bind, Breeze, Haven, Fracture, right? Somehow they banned exactly what they needed to. But yet again, Truerippers, they picked Icebox and Enigma. Well, 13-10. Well, it's nothing new for Truerippers, right? Yesterday they were defeated 13-10 and then they won 13-10. So maybe
Are we suggesting a deja vu here? Something similar for Truerippers, a miracle, hopefully.
maybe can happen, and then we can get to watch Split, because I would really like to see what the teams play here on the map of Split, because we know for a fact that Truerippers have a KO, right? Master, he will be picking it up. So Enigma, they have they have Excali, who can pick up a KO or a Neon, which is what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
So I want to
exactly,
see that gameplay coming in from him.
Yeah, I mentioned it in the beginning. I would love to see a Neon actually, because Excali, he has played it on the map of Split, where there's such close corners. You can entry there, and well, on Ascent as well towards that B main, especially on the attacking side. If you're trying to entry, you can do it perfectly. You can make those lineups perfectly, and well, if we see a Neon, that would not be a surprise as well. And I would really love Excali to try any of those agents. But you see, Excali is the one that is experimenting all those agents. We see him playing everything. He can play the Jet, he can play the Reina, he can play that Raze, he plays that KO as well, plays that Neon as well. We see him the one that keeps changing the things in the team. And that is something very good for a side of Enigma Gaming, keeping the lineup dynamic and keeping those opponent guessing, bringing in different approaches. That is absolutely something I love about Enigma Gaming.
I mean, that is what Excalibur brings to the team as well, right?
Yes.
He was. I mean, he recently. It's relatively recent, if you ask me. A new addition
Mm.
to the side of Enigma and everything. I mean, with him coming in, and also YB. I mean,
Mhm.
you can never give enough credit to YB there. Being the absolute incredible coach for the side of Enigma. A lot of changes have been made, but at the same time, Anti's calling, man. His IGL calls
Yeah.
are absolutely perfect. I think a bit improvised by the side from by YB there, but at the end of the day, the Enigma, the entire rostering, 6 man plus the coach, absolutely
Hmm.
beautiful to watch them, and you can see the way that they played. Right, as soon as this recent change happened, the addition of these two into the roster, you could see the changes in the official tournaments, right? And from there
Yes.
on forward, they carried on. It's not like it was just a one-time thing. They carried
Hmm.
on. Yes, they lost a couple of days ago to Team Snakes. Well, that was
Hmm.
a 2-0 as well. Kind of an upset, you could say, because I was
Hmm.
expecting a 2-1 in the favor of the Team Snakes, maybe, if not in the favor of Enigma Gaming. But here's the thing. Team Snakes, now they are in the grand finals and they're waiting. To be honest, they're
Yeah.
waiting for Enigma Gaming. I feel like, because they want to do it again, because they don't want people to think of it as a one time thing as well. They don't want it to think like
Yeah.
maybe we
That's
got them
true.
by maybe by the skin of the teeth. But here's the thing, Enigma, they're not gonna go easy on Team Snakes. But if they once again go down to Team Snakes 2-0, I don't know what to say. Actually, I don't want to say anything.
Well, that's the thing. Will it be Enigma Gaming that'll be moving forward? It can be Truerippers, as you mentioned it. 13-10. It started off similarly yesterday as well against Team Valor for Truerippers, and they reverse sweeped it at the end. It was split, and surprisingly today as well, it's gonna be a decider on split. But well, the second map is still yet to be played, Ascent, and hopefully we'll be jumping into the action pretty soon. Till then, we can all we can do is talk about what we can expect from both the teams.
I mean, right. Well, once again, talking about. Oh wait, you were talking about jumping into the game, but guess what? You were right on time because here we have
Be
the
careful
agent
what you wished for.
selection.
Here we go.
Well, there you go. We have. Oh, your wish is coming true there. Para has switched to KO while one tap God. He's going on to that Jet and Master sticks to that Silver. But here's the thing. Excali picked up KO as well and Rafael sticks to that Jet. So now there is a really good chance that the side of Truerippers can actually take them down. Because here's the thing. Enigma starting off on the attack. They have a KJ instead of a Chamber this time. Because Rexy, well, I don't know. Maybe they don't have. Maybe they're not. You know, he's not familiar with Chamber or maybe his gameplay. But anyway, two initiators on both the sides. Both of them going in for that Omen. They didn't replace Crosshair with Bones. They're sticking to him
Absolutely loving it.
because of the way
I'm
that he
absolutely
played.
loving it. This is exactly what we want to see. Some KOs, some change of things. I think Rexy and RVK swapping their roles is a bit doubtful for me. Maybe that's a mistake. Hopefully it's a mistake. Because I think RVK is a great killjoy and Rexy is probably one of the finest Sovas in South Asia as well. And we're looking at the other side. One tap god. Love him on the Jet, and we will be seeing on the Jet Paradox on that KO. Bones still not coming back, and Hika still staying out. So both of the teams playing it safe, I guess, playing with their core 5 members for now. And Ascent is the map that is going to be great. Well, Truerippers, they will be on the defensive side. If you look at their lineup, there isn't much nuke damage that they can do in if a fast rush could come, from Enigma Gaming. Well, it's just one fragment, if you ask me, that can hold them off, or the trademark from Relic that can actually slow them down. Other than that, there's not much they can do to slow them down. So on the defensive side from Truerippers, I really expect them to take some initial controls, maybe towards that B lobby or that A mains position, even if they don't decide to take that middle position, because that will be very crucial. You don't want to be giving Enigma Gaming that space to work with and giving up all of middle A main and B main. So if you're Truerippers, you want to be taking those initiatives and taking control. If not, Enigma, they're just going to stomp you.
Oh boy, I am really hyped up for this game because look, I mean, especially because of the agent switches happening there on Paradox and one tap god. And well, Paradox looks a bit sad because he didn't get the Jet. I mean, obviously not. He's just doing something. But yeah, I just wanted to put it out there because I wanted to see him on Jet. But yeah, once again, it's great to see that they switch up and they have enough faith. But here's the thing, Enigma, if they take this one home, they're gonna be, kicking. I mean, I wouldn't say kicking actually, but they will be making their way into the phase 2 and the grand finals as well. While Truerippers, this might be the end of the journey to them here in the Grand Slam Valor.
And wow, the entry coming in.
What?
Rafael, oh my god! Through that paranoia? How does he snap onto Crosshair over there? Bizarre from there, and the spike is gonna be going down from Enigma Gaming. Change of pace, but Rexy is on the flank. Well, it is not a mistake actually. Rexy will be playing that Killjoy and RVK on that Silva. Change of things. That is interesting to see, keeping it very dynamic. Enigma Gaming over here. And Rafael, what a start for him, Edge. 4 kills.
I'm scared. I'm worried for the side of Truerippers right now because we all know Rafael. As soon as he starts popping off, if he starts popping off right from the start, there's absolutely no way that you can stop him. And that's exactly what's happening right now. 4 frags already in round number 1, and all of them were insane. I mean, except the third one, which was kind of like a normal body shot, but that second one I believe that was on to that was on to Crosshair. He was paranoid, but still landed a beautiful headshot there. And there you go. It's gonna be a B hit, or is it? Because they showed presence, but look at one tap God. This is what he brings to the table with his jet. It has already pushed up, and there's no way they know this. There's no way that they know this. Wait a second. I think there's a bit of a, a player cam. Let's check, because I saw a raw field on Rexy's one and Rexy on raw field's one.
The timing is not going to be there for one tap God just yet, as Enigma, they love doing this, giving early presence towards one side and then moving towards the other side. And well, they will be moving towards the A side, where the entries are going to happen, as Excali has found Relic through that smoke. And Rexy is going to set up. I keep getting confused watching that player cam time to time. But yeah, Rexy is going to put up an alarm board for the flank, and one tap God needs to be very careful there. Antidote, he spotted Crosshair, he's going to take him down. Well, looking like a pretty clean-up round for them, but one tap God, he still gets that flank kill. He takes down RVK, and not much of a damage, but it's just Paradox in a 1v3, hopefully doing more damage.
Should be an easy one. Or yeah, it should be an easy one because he's already low, 22 points of health. That's all he has, an Enigma. All they're gonna get the second one on the board, and Paradox is still just holding. Excali pre-fire, there you go. We'll be going in for that. And that Mage Punk Spectre. Well, another good skin if you ask me, but actually, wait a second. Which is gonna be my favorite? I think Singularity Spectre has to be my favorite.
Oh, it's definitely one of the best Spectre skins for sure. But yeah, there are a lot of good skins, but I think yeah, Singularity, Prime, these are top tiers.
Just like
everything
the
on
teams.
Prime is pretty good. Well, definitely.
Top
And
tier
well,
teams.
we'll be jumping to the third map. Hey, I mean third round.
Third round.
Oh, well.
Maybe you're predicting. Maybe we're actually gonna be going to the third map.
Did I just call it once again? I've been predicting things right recently, and I'm really proud of that. Well, going into this round, one tap God once again. I love how he takes his initiatives on that defensive side. Not really taking that mid control, but he is taking that mid control all by himself. And well, but this time Enigma Gaming will be moving towards this A side. Oh, that Crosshair, he wasn't even flashed, and Excali, he found him. And Relic does go down as well. And now it's already fallen apart for Truerippers. How do they retake this?
Forget about how do they retake that. How did Enigma enter that? Without taking any damage. I mean, yeah, a little bit of damage dealt onto Rafiel, but that's it. That's really unfortunate. Look at the weaponry that they have. They have Spectres and goddamn Erises being picked up. A beautiful shock down onto Paradox. Down to 68 points of health. We'll be landing a beautiful headshot on the Rafiel. Down to a 3 versus 3 situation. Enigma, they can't do it. Suppress comes into play. One tap. God takes another one. Oh no. One tap is now making his way, but they have no clue where Anti is. Will be taking one down to 2v2 because Paradox just took down Excali. It's coming apart there. It's 2 versus 1. Anti takes one, and the Paradox out in the open, down to 5 points of health. He's gonna get taken down. Anti with the triple with the Sheriff, and just like that, the bonus goes into favor of Enigma. Free upgrades for 2 of the players on the side of Enigma, but Truerippers, well, looks like the confidence and the momentum both are completely. I mean, Truerippers have completely lost that, and Enigma, they're filled with it.
Well, definitely. But the team's playing actually very well, actually. But still, Truerippers, that round, I really hope they played it really safe, considering they would be on the bonus round. Playing those close angles really punishes you from the Spectres. Such high fire rate and such damage. Well, it just has caught them off guard. And well, going to the next round. Handicapped pretty much Truerippers for this round.
Boy, oh boy. This should be an easy one again. Yeah, nothing really that the side of Truerippers can do. Maybe, I mean, they can try to get a couple of frags here, but it's already over, right? It's all down to Sova in a 1v5. What can he do? I mean, if he can get a couple of frags, I don't know. Is it even going to leave a dent in the economy? I don't even think so. Nothing's gonna happen. The economy is just completely is looking really great, and oh no, he misses while Rafiel was looking at the other side. And there you go. And I love that champion round as well. I mean, the music. So I mean, yeah, we're not talking about something that's related to the match, but I want to say something. Here's the thing: I usually go for only one skin per, per weapon. I got the Spectrum Phantom because it had the music. I already had the Glitch Pop bundle, but then I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna starve for a couple of months, but I gotta buy the Champions bundle because that music, it's limited edition as well, right? You're not gonna get that
Yes.
back anytime. I mean, ever, to be honest.
Oh! Well, definitely. I'm on with you as well because I did as well. But running to this round, a quick action towards his main position, but the man advantage still in the favor of Enigma Gaming. And Master, he goes for more information there. Rexy, he needs to be careful because he has the spike over there. Rexy, oh, you should not be doing that. But what is this going on? Enigma Gaming, are they not aware of this? Oh, is that the play?
Wow!
That is a strategy.
Wow!
Did they do that on purpose? I really want to ask them. Was that on purpose? Putting the spike down on on purpose, giving it to Rexy, go die towards B main, and they're gonna pull in all the rotation from Truerippers, right? Because the spike is down. But once you use that ultimate for a moment, you can pick it up and come back to reset. I think that was definitely a plan. And that was genius.
All down to Master in a 1v2 with 70 points of health. He does have a shock that the drone, a recon, but there is nothing that they can do because I think, yeah, there you go. That drone is going to be spotting him on the side. Will be tagging him up. Oh wait, will not be tagging him up. And the paranoia comes in. Is he going to be sticking it? Nope. Half defuses it, but instantly goes down. But
look at that. They're celebrating. It was definitely a plan, Edge. It was definitely a plan.
I don't think so, because you know when the spike is dropped, if Omen uses the coming out of shadows, he can be taken out. So I don't think Truerippers were actually ready for that. If they were ready for that, they could have taken down Anti, and he would have lost the ultimate, and the spike would still be in the control of Truerippers. So I don't think it was a plan, but at the same time, whatever it was, it did work out in their favor. And Truerippers, they didn't. Now this is a basic, pub plays. These are the pub plays that you usually see.
And well, the null command does come in for Xcanny from this side, and look at that, complete A side gone. Absolute loving it. KO is so impactful with that ultimate. It gives you a free side easily. And well, Rafiel, he was so aggressive towards that A heaven position, not giving any space to Truerippers here. Actually, if you see, they're just getting stomped now.
Did he go for the knife?
A flawless round. Did they?
I saw someone just jumping on his dead body at the end. Like,
and it looks like, well,
end. My God,
that just shows the team confidence is just too high, and there is not going to be any stopping anytime soon unless Truerippers take that tactical timeout. They should be taking it right now. It's 6-0 already. They should be taking it now.
They have to. They've got to step up.
They are not. 6-0. It is a gun round for them. There is an operator available for Truerippers this time around on one tap god. That is a very interesting recon that.
Oh my
God. Oh, the operator down already. Oh no, this is looking really bad now.
Look at that! Look at the pre-fires and the angles coming in. Paradox is gonna be casually. You misses. Oh, he almost whiffed. A 4 versus 2 situation here. 2-man advantage for the side of Truerippers, but guess what? Rafiel is still alive, and as long as he's in the server still, it's not going to be an easy one at all. And Para will be flashing him off, but no, nothing. No damage dealt whatsoever. Does he have any more flashes left? It's a question. But RVK does have a lot of util left. There's Blaze Storm available as well with 53 seconds on the clock, and the spike still being in the control of Enigma. Anything's possible. They're playing it, what, 2-2. Chamber towards that vine. Now that is a good position coming in from side of Truerippers. So I want to see, but they want to go B. They just want to keep going B. That drone will be tagging him up, but there's an instant tag comes in as well.
30 seconds left.
Oh, RVK sneaks in, but is he gonna get the kill onto Para? No sir, he won all down to Rafiel in a 1v4. Will not be able to do anything. Enigma Gaming, I feel like I might have jinxed it in my head because I thought maybe a 13-0 is on the card.
Well, looks like you did. And well, it did not look like Truerippers had this round, but those initial kills and those sneaky trades coming in from Truerippers might have just done the job for them, getting them the man advantage, and they were pretty sure that it was going to be a B hit. And RVK, he was trying to be very sneaky towards that market position. If he had gotten that kill, that could have changed the scene around, but that was not the case. And Truerippers, they're gonna put the first round in the names, and it looks like they won't be opting for that tactical timeout anytime soon now. Well, a hit coming in once again. One tap God with the Vandal. The operator was there for them last time around, and the paranoia being used there, but wasn't tagged. And oh my God, one tap God. He doesn't need anyone. He just needs his aim. He gets 4. He gets a 5 as well. That's an ace. What was that from one tap God? This is the Jet I wanted to see. This is what we wanted, and that is what we're getting delivered as well. One tap God. He doesn't need that operator right now. He doesn't need anyone's help.
Oh, finally he got the smoke on his face. You can see that was a beautiful shot there onto Excalibur. He didn't give a damn about that drone. He got a beautiful, that reset, that crosshair reset, and that is what I was talking about. Absolutely insane. And he just stood his ground. He didn't give a damn about what Enigma was planning or their aim. It was pure sheer confidence coming in from the side of, from one tap God at least. And now Enigma, well, the round lead. It's slowly decreasing from 6 to 4 now.
And Excali leading the charge once again towards this A main position. They are being very careful. It's pretty much a default setup coming in from them. All players spread out all over the map. Excali along with Antidote towards this A side. I think they're trying to pull off some rotation as there are 3 players available on the side to fight this out. The Spike is all the way back in the attacking spawn. Paranoia does come in towards this A short position, and the entries are gonna come in. It is an 8 split here. Relic, he is being spotted, but RVK is gonna take down one tap God. Excali takes down Crosshair as well, and that is pretty much it for now. But 4v2 still. Truerippers handicap in a retake scenario. The Spike will be making its way down and will be planted, but a retake, very unlikely, Edge.
Well, it's not gonna be an easy one, but it is doable with the, you know, the way that Truerippers are playing. But look at the position coming in from Excalibur once again. Will they be predicting? There's no way. The timing couldn't have been worse to the side of Paradox. But yeah, a 1v4. And Master, what can he do? A lot of gunshots being fired. He might just walk into one of those, to be honest. And Master, he's spotted, but he still managed to take down Excalibur. He was really low, but Rexy pops his head off and makes it 2-7. Enigma, that 4 just become a 5 again, Daffy.
Definitely. Well, oh goodness. A change of setups coming from Enigma Gaming, hitting that A side from 2 sides. That might have just been the answer. Perfect from them. That was a good execute coming from them. And well, Enigma Gaming just taking those picks, winning all those gunfights actually. Worked out best for them. And Enigma Gaming now 7-2, getting back onto the scoreboard. Well, Truerippers, they have the operator available on one tap God. But is he going to be impactful as he was with that Vandal now? Oh, that is a fast rush. Change of pace coming in from Enigma Gaming. It's already 3 kills for them, but all Paradox! He was so sneaky over there. And now it's just 1v4 once again for Master.
Again, and to be honest, yeah, similar outcome is going to be happening here. There you go, the suppress comes in and the position has been known. Huh, 10, what's his HP? 111, something like that. But it's going to be a flash peek coming in and Excali shooting through the smoke. There was nothing that Master could do. 8-2. Well, I was talking about that 6 becoming a 4, then a 5. Well, it's back to 6. Anyway, Enigma, that's a great half for them. 8-2-2.
It's already looking great.
Truerippers, well, they're truly getting ripped apart.
They are definitely. They're being ripped apart right now. They had those 2 rounds. That was pretty good for them. But the change of pace that is coming from Enigma Gaming, Truerippers are just not ready for it. And as I mentioned in the beginning, as a defense, Truerippers, they don't have much utilities to work on to slow down Enigma Gaming. And that is exactly what's been costing them on this faster approaches from Enigma Gaming. Well, going to this round once again, 8-2 is the score line, and look at this Paradox, very sneaky. This is what we should be seeing from them. But RBK all the way back in the attacking spawn gets a trade for them.
One enemy remaining.
And Rafuel, Alex Scally, falling all apart for Truerippers. Edge.
Yep, it is. This is nothing that he could do. Another 1v4. This time it's Crosshair though. But what can he do? He gets himself one. But here's the thing: Enigma Gaming, they're just cruising away with the lead. And also, Truerippers, it's not just the game that they're losing. They're losing the confidence that they have in themselves. Of what? Rafuel? He gets taken down. And now that, well, we were talking about the confidence, and now it looks like Crosshair might just have enough confidence in him to maybe pull it off. A 1 versus 2. But the only thing is, he needs to check all the corners at the right second. But guess what? It's over. Because look at the crossfire being set up. There's no way. Oh, no. Unless RVK doesn't check that, but he does. Like, Scully was looking at the wrong direction. But there's always support. There's always... I mean, RVK, he sneaks. Right? He's so sneaky today. There's nothing that can stop him. And also Enigma. Well, look at Rafuel. 15-7.
Oh goodness, he's on a roll right now. He started the match with a quad kill, I guess. And well, he's just moving on and on. The momentum is built up so strong for himself.
And also I want to point out, like, One Tap God sits on 8 frags right now. He had an ace. So basically, he has, what, 3 kills in 10 rounds.
Well,
that is not a good thing.
And that's the thing, they are just getting ripped apart from Enigma Gaming once again.
Look at this. Oh my god.
No, come on. That is, I think, the 3rd time that's been used in this half. That just shows Xcali. He's been farming those orbs. He's been getting those kills as well. That is helping them get this knock commands again and again. And well,
they're going in for the knife again.
The confidence is just too high now. Enigma Gaming, there's no stopping them. They are going to be taking that half 10-2. This is the map pick, and it does look like Ascend is their playground. They seem very, very strong on it. 10-2 already on the attacking side. That's the thing.
I mean, right, attacking. That's the main point here. And look at this beautiful entry into the side. It was absolute perfection.
Enemy remaining.
Right? They didn't lose a single player, and I mean, I think Rexy would have gotten the knife. You could see him on the player camera. So it was like, guys, why did you kill him? I was going in for the knife, or something like that. I'm not really sure. But Enigma, they already hit that double digit. But I don't want to take it away from Truerippers just yet, because if Enigma can do it, Truerippers, they can do it as well. They have the potential. It all depends on the pistol. And talking about pistols, they did get both the pistols in the map of Icebox, so maybe here as well they can get this one. Maybe the comeback can happen. But look at this from Enigma. 4 players to us mid. I was talking about how important and how crucial mid is, and that's showing us exactly why. And look at that fragment being used from Xcali. He's just playing KO to perfection. Paradox, well, 2 versus 4 right now, making it a 2v3.
But it's just all down to Relic now with that Headhunter. Just 1 available on it. Can he tap him out? But nope, that's pretty much it. He's gonna be going back to that classic. And well, a 1v3 still. Xcali, however, is on very low HP right now, but the spike is down all the way towards that middle position. But Rafuel is gonna put an end to this round as he takes Relic down, and the scoreline now is 11-2, just 2 rounds away. Enigma Gaming to making it to the grand finals and that phase 2 of this Grand Slam.
Oh, it's gonna be one hell of a phase 2 there. It's gonna be what? Global Esports, Velocity Gaming, Team Snakes, and possibly Enigma Gaming as well now. I cannot wait for that. But yeah, Truerippers, man. Well, they're going in for the eco. Not really sure why are they going into this one. Because it's pretty much over, right? There's nothing that they can do if they lose this one. It's gonna be 12 throw on the ball for side of Enigma. And they're kind of going away, and they were like, you know what, just take it, guys. We don't really want this. But look at that dink onto Antidote. He survives, but for how long?
Enemy
And he did try to fake out a shot step over there, but Xcali is gonna find Masha, and now they have the information that both the players are towards that A lobby. Have they not heard Paradox? Well, RVK was ready for that flick, and well, Enigma Gaming match and series point 1 round away now. Well, they are looking pretty happy, in content, and as we see Hika towards the middle over there in that player cam, he is ready to celebrate with the team. And Truerippers, they were looking really good on Icebox, but this map, it was just not in their favor. I think they really need to work on the composition and as a team as well on what they can do in this particular map going against the big giants. Oh, well, down to the last round, maybe, or maybe not, as Enigma Gaming are getting ripped apart in this round, as One Tap got his round 2, and they will be looking forward to moving towards this B side and put that spike down. But Rexy and RBK, oh, what?
Was that was weird, but yeah, Enigma, I think they were a bit it was a bonus anyway, so I wouldn't blame them completely. And they have I mean, what is this, a 12-3 right now? The safety cushion, man, and they have a pretty huge safety cushion, right? It's filled, it's so bouncy right now. They are gonna bounce back anytime soon. Enigma, all they need is 1, and they have 9 rounds to do so. So nothing, I mean, nothing pressurizing, but at the same time, wait a second, Scotty doesn't have economy? He's playing with a sheriff there.
Yeah, they probably have some setups going on for themselves that won't require it. Xcali is towards that A-shot position. With the help of Antidote, however, Flash is gonna help them push down it, but they're looking to push it. Oh, they're fighting this A-shot position so hard, as Raw Fuel has been given that space and information to work upon. And well, it looks like it is all down to Paradox to keep Truerippers still alive in this tournament. He's gonna use all his utilities available in him, but Xcali is gonna put an end to it. And Enigma Gaming are going to be a winners for this lower bracket finals, and they will be moving forward to the phase 2 and the grand finals, where they will face out Team Snake.
Congratulations to the side of Enigma Gaming for taking down Truerippers 2-0 and also making it to the grand finals and securing themselves a spot in that phase 2, where they'll be meeting teams like Team Snake, Global Esports, and Velocity Gaming. Now, I mean, they've already faced each other multiple times, but again, tomorrow, it's gonna be Enigma versus Team Snakes. They want to get that revenge, but this time, Daffy, it's not gonna be a BO3. It's gonna be a best of 5, so everything is gonna go south for both these teams.
Well, definitely, both the teams to the extension of 5 maps, possibly. It is really likely we can see all the 5 maps. As we saw, Team Snakes, they did take Enigma down 2-0, but Enigma Gaming, they are probably not ready for that defeat, and I think they will be looking for redemption. And, you know, top 4 teams, once again, South Asia, it's still Enigma Gaming, Team Snakes, Velocity, and Global, where they'll be facing out each other in that phase 2, but we have the grand finals first against between Enigma Gaming and Team Snakes. Well, looking at the highlights once again, Ascent, it was the map pick of Enigma Gaming. They started on the attacking side and they looked really commanding from the first round itself, where Rafael, he got 4 kills just taking that charge. It was just another story then.
I mean, yeah, Rafael popping off right from the start. That was absolutely insane to watch. I was talking about that, right? Rafael, you're not supposed to let him, you know, get his groove going on, but they did let it happen, and there's no stopping him right then. Rafael, he just went ham completely. But this entry coming in from Xcali, I'm not really sure how they let him have those 2 kills. They should have at least dealt a bit of damage there. That bonus did go into the favor of Enigma as well, but Truerippers as well. The way that One Tap played on the Jet was it was phenomenal for a while, but at the same time he kind of fell off, moving on in the later, you know, part of the match. So that was unfortunate, but and he was a bit too aggressive on the defensive half is what I feel like. It pays off sometimes, but doing it back to back, Enigma, they're gonna read it, right? They are gonna be reading it. It's not the first time that they're playing against a team like Truerippers. They played against multiple teams, like big names, so they know every possible thing that they can do. This particular round, we were talking about Antidote using that coming out of shadows to get that spike. That was insane. Now, that is something you don't get to see every single time, and it can be countered pretty easily. So, Truerippers not being able to counter it, now that's something I would once again call an amateur mistake, because it happens in pubs, it happens in, like, you know, your fun customs and stuff. It shouldn't happen at this level of competition. That's all I feel like, Daffy.
That was definitely a plan. I'm gonna confirm that and tell you tomorrow.
Okay.
Because the player cam afterwards the round, they were putting up the laugh and all. That just suggested that it was a plan. Because the thing is, once the spike is down and you just use that ultimate just on the spot, even if you are taken down, the spike is already in your hand. So that is not a big risk. And bringing that rotation towards that spike was, I think, exactly the plan, and it worked out perfectly for them. But yeah, that's the thing. Truerippers completely off guard. They had no idea what Enigma was up to in this map at all. They were just not prepared at all. They haven't probably done much homework on that part, and I think the team composition being a bit changed as well. RBK and Rexy actually swapping those roles on the agents, and a little bit of different setups. That was pretty good from them. And well, the Truerippers on that defensive half, I think that they need to bring some changes in this composition. Maybe Chamber is not really great for them here, and they could have gone for the Killjoy or maybe even the Cypher. Because look at the quick hits that Enigma has been doing on this attacking side. You know, with just popping flash and just going in. There's no one to stop them. If there was a trap wire or maybe some nano storm, that could hold them off for a while. But all Chamber can do is use that trademark, hopefully just one of them, just slow them down for a while, and that's pretty much it. And if you don't convert it immediately after the trademark has been used, there's nothing you can do except take those fights, and they were losing all those fights. And looks like Truerippers, that's where they fell apart on that defense side, and the momentum was just not there for them at all.
You are right. The momentum was not at all in the favor of Truerippers. It was all Enigma, Enigma, and Enigma in the map of Icebox as well, right? They were just going ham on
No,
on the
absolutely.
Icebox. I mean, Truerippers, not really sure, but they did put up a better fight on the map of Icebox. Maybe it was their map pick, that's why. But map pick of Enigma, I told you, right? If they win Icebox, there's no way that Ascent can be taken by Truerippers, and that's exactly what happened there. Because that was their map pick, and they needed that win for the confidence to be in their favor. As soon as they lost that, they were feeling so low. You could see that 2 to 10 half. Now, Enigma getting that lead, 8-round lead, and Truerippers, there was nothing that was going for them. One tap god, yes, he did get an ace, which was absolutely beautiful. That was pure confidence and pure raw skill there. But at the same time, he had 3 kills in the next 10, in like the 10 rounds combined. So
Yeah,
that is not the ideal jet that one tap god plays. So I mean, even though the agent swap happened, in terms of Paradox and one tap god, it doesn't really matter, right? Because the way that Enigma is playing, and also you cannot blame the agents this time, because there's only one change. It's what, a chamber. Was it a chamber? I'm sorry. Yeah, it was a KJ and a chamber. That's it, right? There was just one one thing that was different, but everything else was mirrored. So Enigma, it was all down to gameplay coming in from them, and aim. Rafael, from the first round itself, popped off. He didn't even need the operator this time. It was all vandals and sheriffs, and also just the ghosts.
Well, absolutely. It was Rafael show once again in this map again. It's so amazing to see a player putting consistent performance all over the map again and again and again. Even the first map, he was the MVP, and looking at the scoreline once again, it looks like he was the MVP once again. 22 kills. How do you get that in a 13-3 scoreline? Just absolute menace. First blood, 6. Excali, 5. Both of these. Oh my
What?
goodness.
Wait, what? 11 first bloods between these two? Oh my god,
That's
that's
just
absolutely insane. And I mean, look at the average combat score and everyone else. I mean, let's just not talk about Rafael for a sec. The highest is 297. The second highest is 260. Rafael, on the other hand, considering, I mean, there's only a four kill difference, right, between Excali and Rafael, but there's almost 85 to 90 difference in that
Insane.
ACS. That
That
is
is insane.
mad. So basically, he was taking the fights every single time. But on the side of Truerippers, you gotta feel bad. Paradox getting that team MVP, but one tap got its on 11. Crosshair once again getting the highest number of frags for the side. But Relic and Master combined 7, the lowest on the side of Enigma. Now you gotta put up a better performance than that, because that is, you cannot take down a side like Enigma with such performance. Everyone, as I said, I told you, right, everyone needs to step up individually on the side of Truerippers. That is when they can do it. Otherwise, it will not happen. Enigma, on the other hand, they all stepped up beautifully, every single one. Rafael was the star player. Excali was there when needed. Antidote did some plays. Rexy was great with the util usage. RVK was great with the lurk, with the Viper in the first match, and Sova with the second. The Sova darts, the lineups, and the ultimates as well coming in. Enigma just stole the show, and I honestly feel bad for the Truerippers side, because I expected them to go down, but did not expect it to happen in a 13-3 fashion.
Well, definitely. They have been a really good team actually coming up in this tournament. Looking at True Rippers, Team Valor, one of the greatest teams I have seen that has been growing so well, and looks like they have been working really hard towards it. But still, they are still falling apart. They're still falling short for now. But there's only one way for them. It is up. They will be looking to improve, and they can learn a lot from today's game as well. And well, still that is going to be over for them in this tournament at least, but still they have a long way to go, and Enigma Gaming will be moving forward to that grand finals to face it out with Team Snakes once again for that redemption match, hopefully in a best of 5, and they have already booked a spot for themselves in the phase 2 of this Grand Slam.
That is true. Getting that, I believe it was 750 or whatever, but they gonna get out. I mean, the price a pool, a piece of the price pool, a big
Yeah.
piece of the price pool when compared to phase 1 is guaranteed. But also, as you said, it is not just the price pool that these teams are playing for. There's much more to this than just the money, right? The bragging rights to be
Absolutely.
one of the best teams in South Asian right now, because they're gonna be facing off Global and Velocity as well. So two big names. In not just recent time, they've been there since the beginning of Valorant, right? They've been there,
Yeah.
and they've been showing up pretty huge. Enigma, well, they've been in the scene for a while now, but in recent times they have popped off huge with the recent additions of Antidote, Excali, and YB. So at the same time, Team Snakes, man oh man, the way that they entered into the scene was absolutely phenomenal. It was explosive. The way that they played was absolutely beautiful to watch. While they took down Velocity. The first time I saw them, they took down the likes of Velocity, which was absolutely beautiful. But once again, we are down to 2 teams. We started off with SKYESPORTS, T69, Oglet 5, Enigma Gaming, Team Snakes, Team Valor, Truerippers, and God Particles. But now, all we're left with Team Snakes and Enigma Gaming. 2 teams who have already secured a spot in that phase 2. 2 teams who will be facing off in the grand finals. 2 teams who have already faced off against each other in the winner bracket finals. And Enigma, well, they were defeated. They were destroyed by Team Snakes in a 0-2 fashion. But then it's time for Enigma to get that redemption. Or Team Snakes, are they gonna, bite back again? And Enigma, well, they better be ready this time, because Team Snakes, they are not looking to drop their guard down.
Well, definitely. So much action. 2 weeks full of action, actually. We started with Exili and Team 69, and now we are left with just 2 teams, Team Snakes and Enigma Gaming, and I cannot wait for this matchup to happen tomorrow. I believe it's going to be tomorrow as well.
Yes.
Because we do have another great matchup lined up later tomorrow as well, which will be Velocity playing in that group stage of that playoffs in APAC,
Exactly.
which is going to be exciting to see. But yeah, before that, hopefully we can get with this match as well, Team Snake and Enigma Gaming, to amazing teams from this South Asian region.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Anyway,
Once again, huge shout out to, AMD, gaming partner Logitech, gaming rig partner Chroma, broadcasting partner Loco as well. And also not just us, right? It's not just you and me, Daffy. All the production team as well. Huge shout out to MechTech. There's Glady working. All these, all these
Oh,
things
yes.
in the background. They're making it happen. It's just us telling you the story about the game, but it's them doing all the work in the back. And so huge shout out to Sky Esports as well. But yeah, we are now down to the final match of phase 1. Don't worry, the action is not over yet. It's just phase 1. We still have phase 2 with 2 teams coming into the scene. They're going to be casually walking down that red carpet. Global Esports, well, great form, but at the same time, Velocity in a much better form. So both these teams, they will be coming in and joining Team Snakes and Enigma Esports as well. Sorry, Enigma Gaming. Did I just say esports? Oh my god. Well, yeah.
yeah, I
there
do
you
get
go.
confused as well sometimes. Well, like I mentioned, we will be watching this match tomorrow, and it will be much earlier, which will be 12 p.m. So, full day of action. Enigma Gaming Team Snakes, once again, best of 5. What maps do you expect to be played, Edge?
Well, I
There's a
think
lot of maps to be played.
that is
Yeah,
true,
only
but I
2
think
gets
Breeze and
banned.
Bind are going to be the ones that are going to be banned. Because I'm pretty sure Team Snakes, well, they did beat Enigma on Bind, right? So, maybe?
No, I think the thing is,
Oh, wait.
Team Snakes, they have a perma ban, which is Heaven. So I think they will stick to it because they don't want to risk that with Enigma now. And
Makes sense.
they're pretty decent on Bind as well. So I think they can take that fight to Bind and have a better chance at actually in this best of 5 series. So yeah, as you mentioned, Breeze, I think Enigma will be looking to ban that as well because Team Snake has been really good on that as well. And well, I think those are the 2 maps that will be banned. And next up, it's just a matter of order on what maps will be picked first from both the sides. Bind, we might see it first itself, maybe first or second. It might be the first pick for either of the teams. And Icebox will probably be picked once again. We saw it in the last matchup as well. So Icebox might be picked, a Bind, then
Breeze?
probably a split. Breeze might be banned from Enigma Gaming, probably.
Yeah, I was
Uh,
talking. Yeah, maybe because Team Snakes are really good on
mm,
that map. Velocity and Team Snakes. These 2 teams are like really good on the map of Breeze. So I think
mm,
Enigma, it's gonna be a fair trade for them to ban um, Breeze, because Haven in turn is gonna be banned by Snakes, as you said. They
mhm,
will go for that because it's their perma ban. So they're gonna be
mhm.
losing one of their strongest maps. But Enigma, as you said, it all comes down to the order of the maps that are gonna be played. So maybe Fracture is gonna be the deciders map if it goes to this, because I don't think any of these teams want to play Fracture, right?
Yeah, well, Fracture will be left out in the end, probably. Well, both of the teams will probably hope it doesn't go to all 5 maps because they don't really want to be messing out on that Fracture map. But yeah, we might probably see Icebox, maybe a Bind, and maybe a Split coming early as well. And Split is going to be something I'll be looking forward to because both the teams are pretty good, and we might actually see Neon as well for a change. Maybe a Euro as well. Still no Euro from any of the teams, man. I'm so disappointed.
We all know who might be the one that picks up Yoru, right? Excalibur.
Yes,
Maybe,
definitely.
but maybe at least a Neon. At least a Neon.
Yeah,
Maybe would be
we'll
good.
work with that. We'll work with that.
For now.
Mm-hmm.
They have like what, 20 hours, 22 hours to be exact, or maybe like 20 hours
Yeah.
to work with. So maybe
Mm-hmm.
they'll have enough time. But Snakes, on the other hand, they've had a couple of days now, so they
Mm-hmm.
are fully energized, and they know what Enigma brings in to the table. But at the same time, Enigma, they faced Team Snakes not once but multiple times when they were under different names as well. So that is something to worry about if you're on the side of Team Snake. They know exactly what you're doing, and they know. Both these teams, they know each other very, very well. So it all comes down to those final changes and also the roster. Are they going to be sticking to the same roster, or is Hika going to be coming in? What do you think, Daffy? Do you think they're going to be sticking with the same roster?
I think Hika hasn't been there for long. He recently got his visa and he's back in the country as well. He hasn't probably gotten much time to practice for the team. It's very difficult to keep juggling with 6 players as well,
Yeah.
taking them one map out, one man in. And I think the safer side would be sticking to the 5-man roster that they had for BCC as well. So if because there's a lot of money on stake at least, because they want to secure that for sure. And well, Hika, maybe, maybe not. The maps today were not in Hika's favor. Maybe that's why we didn't see him. I think Hika likes to play on bind. So if we do see a bind, wouldn't be a surprise to see him actually.
Okay, well, that is gonna be a story that we're gonna be talking about tomorrow. But for today, this is gonna be it. We were done with a beautiful lower bracket grand final. It was Truerippers versus
Yes.
Enigma. Enigma, well, they defeated Truerippers in the first map, 13 to 10, but they absolutely destroyed them in the second one, 13 to 3, moving forward in that to the grand finals and also securing a slot in that phase 2. So that's gonna be it for today. It's gonna be me, Edge, signing off alongside with Daffy. We'll be back tomorrow with the grand final between Team Snakes and Enigma Gaming. It is gonna be a BO5. Don't forget to tune in at 12 this time, not 1. So make sure to set your alarms. So we'll be back tomorrow, but up until then, good night, take care, and stay safe.
Bye bye.